everyone, and we're live! Hello all, welcome back to the INVICTUS stream. My name, as always, is Mr. Harlan Guthrie, and I am here with my decadent friend, Chris.
Hello, Harlan.
My delightful friend, Justin.
Howdy-ho!
My diabetic, he's not really diabetic, friend, Michael.
Hi,
And
guys.
Strange Game 1, Part 5!
Yeah!
Oh, there we go. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. It's like my claps aren't working. What the hell are we supposed to do with the constant applause? It's
The applause sign is broken.
I know.
Television studio
It
audience.
just says applause, and they're like, wait, is that supposed to say pause? We don't know what to do. Thank you so much for being with us here on this lovely Wednesday night. It is always a pleasure to spend time with you guys, and it's always a pleasure for me to spend time with these guys down here. How are you all doing, guys? Hello.
I'm good. Really good. Yeah, I just finished Tim Hortons coffee, so I'll be talking a lot.
And you got a good haircut. I'm liking your haircut.
Yeah, well, it was good on this side, and then he shaved too far this. I'm not actually this smart. It just makes me look smarter.
You know what? I think it makes you look cool, like how, like in the olden days, how they used to put like a check mark in your thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The Nike swish?
The Nike swish, thank you.
By the way,
been purple by the way.
Oh, thank you. It's, I don't know what color it is. I think it's plum. I think it's plum, actually. But I appreciate the compliment.
Yeah, well, they're fake, but... so this is The Strange, Game 1, Part 5. This is probably an 18-plus show. We still haven't really buckled down what it is exactly, but we swear a lot, and there are some raunchy pictures and things like that. So what I'm going to say is it's an 18-plus show. Do your own discretion. Do whatever you think is most necessary. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, a like, because it makes us feel good and it gives us more popularity, and then people want to give us stuff and make us famous, and then we can, move away from all you guys and never have to talk with you again. That's the goal, guys. We want to get away. We'll buy a private island. We'll invite everybody up to have a party once, and then we'll never talk again. It will be awkward handshakes. It's perfect. So go ahead and like that YouTube video. If you tweet, go ahead and follow us on Twitter, because I don't really get it. I mean, it seems like I've tried to use it many, many times, and you'd think a guy like me who loves the sound of his own voice would just have everything to say. I don't. It's tough for me. So follow us on that, because that'll give us a reason to tweet more. And most importantly, join our Facebook group. If you are a Facebook user, which... If you're not, I don't know what you're doing, first off, here, because you can't own internet, clearly. You must be somewhere that doesn't exist. But if you are a user of Facebook, go ahead and join our group. That's where all the cool people get together and talk and share stories and advice and things like that, as well as comment along in games like this. If you also are part of Facebook, go and like our page. Those are two different things, our page and our group. The group, to me, is more important because all my friends are there. But, of course... the like is what makes us popular on Facebook, which means we can do more stuff, more content, podcasts, things like that. So go ahead and join our group. One of the big benefits of being a part of our group means that you get to earn experience points. One of the best ways to earn experience points change the way we play the game, by the way. One of the best ways to earn it is by earning the most valuable post. The most valuable post is the most valuable post. That just seems like redundant. I explained something. It's the post that is most valuable. No, that's the same thing, just rearranging the words. It is the post that brought the most discussion into the community. The one that we read a few times and thought, that's a really interesting post. And we reward it to a different person, hopefully a different person, unless you're just really cool, every week for the different content that you might post on the Facebook group. So, without further ado, I would love to announce our winner for this week, Mr. Hunter Olson. For his post about what cast of a movie or TV show would you want to be stuck on a desert island with. And two of the reasons we thought this was the most valuable post was because it got us thinking. We thought it was really fun and funny, but also because last week's Cipher submission thread was based around being stuck on a desert island as well. It was very, convoluted idea put forth by Chris, but it was a good one, and you guys used it because you beat the Nazis. That's right. If you didn't watch last week's game, there's Nazis everywhere. They're pouring out of the cracks. So these guys kick some Nazi ass. So we thought that was really good, and it was also kind of in theme with what last week's game kind of was about a little bit. So well done, Hunter. You're going to get the experience points for posting that. Now, every week it is so tough to try to pick a winner, and you guys are so great at having questions and things like that. And I want to I want to remind you that if you ever have any questions or things off topic, there's nothing that's off topic. Everything is fair game in the group. It's always fun to have discussions a little bit.
Who was that? Did you see that?
Who's what?
There was someone in Michael's screen that wasn't Michael.
Uh-oh. Does this mean Mike is being taken over by Nazi zombies again?
It could be.
It wouldn't be the first time. Mike he's gone. Oh, he's Ghost. I forgot. He's Ghost Mike today.
Mm-hmm.
Mike is actually live streaming from Manitoba, which is a real province, just in case you don't know. They're not fictional, and our money is made of plastic and does smell like maple. So we're a real place with our Monopoly money and places that sound like a weird expression for butt cheeks. Anyway, so thank you, Hunter. That was a fantastic post. Please, guys, keep up the great stuff on the Facebook group. It is always fun. The other big benefit of being part of the group is you get to vote and submit Cipher ideas for the ciphers that are going to be used in game. And there was a lot of really good ones this week. I gotta say, I'm hoping there are a few that won, specifically because I just thought they'd be really useful in game. Look at him. Look at this guy over here.
He looks so handsome today.
He's so handsome today. He's got youthfulness. I think it's because look at that. Look, he's got a little Batman. He's excited. He's got the bright blue eyes. By the way, Michael's eyes are probably the prettiest eyes I've ever seen. So if we ever get a chance to see him in a high quality,
or
image,
he could put us in the will as the people who get his eyes.
That's all I really want.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
look at those. They're like a really soft blue, but almost a little tinge of gray.
Actually, I'm not going to lie. My daughter, Keisha, has phenomenal eyes.
All right, Keisha, show us
They really are like a gray.
Well, tell her to show the eyes. You got a pony up.
They want you to come. They want you to come over and show your eyes, Keisha.
Yes, you really have to.
Yeah,
you
really do.
Really have to? Yes, you really have to. Tell her she'll get fake internet applause if she does. Here we go. All right, right in. You gotta lift the glasses. Lift the glasses. We can't see. Lift the glasses.
She can't hear us.
Take the glasses off.
Based on the fact that the man with the most beautiful eyes I've ever seen says they're more beautiful, I'm gonna buy that. So well done, Keisha. You just earned 1 experience point.
No, but she earned 5
but
because she just dunked her hair in my tea.
Oh, hey, some people in Japan pay good money for that. So anyway, the Cipher is the, you guys can submit ideas and things like that. So without further ado, I'm going to refresh.
No way. You pressed the wrong button. Okay, I'll go to the poll. I'll see what's winning here.
All right.
Without further ado, can you give me a drum roll, please?
I will give you a drum roll.
Yeah, so here's the interesting thing about refreshing pages. Refreshing pages is fantastic when you're actually selected on the page that you want to refresh. When you refresh press F5 on a streaming video, it refreshes that page instead. So now I'm going to refresh the other page that I wanted to.
There you go.
Yeah, I was confused for a minute. I was like, oh. All right. Refreshing the page for the Cipher submissions. Again, this week was fantastic. Here we go. Number 1 winner, The Essence of a Drinking Song by John Booth. Well done, John. This one was hilarious. The exact details of which I forget, but basically I think it means that everyone around you in an area has to act drunk, including the narrator, which I thought was really funny.
That's great.
Number 2 is a tie, both with 3 votes. And in the case of a tie, we roll a die. That's the new thing. So 1 to 2 is going to be John Wayne Schwartz, and 3 to 4 is going to be Jose. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's roll it. So 3 to 4, Jose Ramirez Ruiz, you are second place winner. Tag, which again was a really funny one that basically meant, again, all of the details of all the ciphers are posted in the sidebar of the Facebook page under the XP contributions. You can check out your XP, and at the bottom there's a little tab that you can click on that will also show you all the ciphers from all the previous weeks and stuff like that, so you can always read them up there. I don't remember exactly what that one is, but basically I think anyone who reads your tag has to treat you as their manager or something like that, which I thought was really funny. Which means our third place winner is John Wayne Schwartz. Gacy, for some reason I wanted to say John Wayne Gacy. I don't know why, but anyway. Ethnicity converter, Sphere. So well done, John. Again, a really awesome one. All great ciphers. This week had a lot of really, really fun stuff. I really like Patrick LaFrance's the DM's T-shirt, which basically allowed the GM intrusion to be switched. Basically, a player could impose intrusion on the GM. Which was a very clever idea and could have worked out really, really well. So well done, everybody. You guys all did a fantastic job. Of course, first, second, and third all get 4, 3, and 2 XP respectively, and everyone who submitted gets 1 experience point. Everybody, give yourselves a round of applause and a pat on the back. You guys did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so that is all we have to do about reading on the what we like to call the minutes of each game, the stuff we have to get through to get to the meat and potatoes. Potatoes and molasses, as my friends would say.
Maple syrup.
And maple syrup and over the garden wall and all that. Are you guys ready to party down?
Oh, so ready.
Yeah?
But I'm scared.
Yeah.
Don't be scared, Leon.
I'm afraid, because didn't we leave off like at the bottom while working our way towards a scary, scary castle?
Yes, and actually, I think that's a really good point. As much as I want to jump into the game, let's do a really quick recap. And I'm talking quick, which means I'm going to give each of you 20 seconds to summarize an episode, starting with Chris on episode 1. The clock starts now. Go.
Episode 1, we met each other, and we were inside this like castle, and we were in the kitchen for sure. And then we found a King Leopold. King Leopold sent us on a journey to find a crown, and King Leopold was very small. And in the journey, we had to go to a dark woods, and that was the first thing we saw. And then we saw a big troll, and we had to fight the troll, and I nearly died. And then we made it to a witch's castle where I did nearly die, but thank goodness a mysterious man came and saved me, and I got to know Dex, and we're now really close friends.
Excellent. Okay, Dex, you have 20 seconds to summarize the second episode. Go.
Okay, Dex, Liam, and I, we went on this journey. We kept on going, and we met this little tiny man named Porrick, and we made up names that were from Donkey Kong, and then we kept on going, and then we ended up at a Skeleton King's, and he dropped us into a dark cave.
Time's up. It was very good, actually. Not much happened in that episode, apparently. Mike, summarizing from the start of the labyrinth, 20 seconds, go.
Okay, so we're in a labyrinth. We found our way. I showed my penis. It was terrifying. And but then we made the little gnome king. And then we learned about how to get from one world to another. And we focus on a coaster.
Yeah, you got 6 seconds.
Really? Well, I can't remember. Did the other episode end when we went to the other world?
No. It did. I will give 20 seconds to summarize what happened. That episode, actually, I'm pretty sure you went to the computer world.
That's what I thought. That one went to the computer world.
And you did a little bit there.
Yeah.
And then came back.
And then we came back.
And the last episode, I'll give myself 20 seconds too. The last episode started with these guys in Nazi-occupied New York City, where they met a member of the estate who was basically the good guys of the Strange. They did a bit of shit around there. They killed Hitler, in a way, I guess. And they left on the trail of Krax, the bounty hunter, through an unknown world. They popped up on the other side, and that's where we are. From what they know of this new recursion that they're in, they are in a black and white world, and the carriage driver who dropped them off said, that way is... What is it? Oh, it's British. That way is to Count Dracula. Good luck. And he turned around. So now our heroes are standing at the bottom of a long trail up to the castle with muddy footprints leading their way of Count Dracula. Maybe lightning, thunder, very, very frightening. Yeah. And,
Mamma mia, mamma mia.
yeah. And that is where we left off. Excellent summary, guys. I like giving everybody a... Okay.
It's good.
You should punish us if we forget something.
What's that?
You should punish us if we forget anything.
Yes, which we glossed over.
You need to pour hot coffee on your lap.
Yeah! Okay. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the theme song for The Strange is performed this week by Justin James. Go.
Strange. The mother putting strange.
our heroes walked the winding, muddy trail towards the dark and mysterious castle, as the words of their carriage driver still echoed through their heads. Was the Count Dracula he mentioned the one of legend, or simple coincidence? In this age of strangeness, I doubt it was the latter. Would Cracks, the drifter that they seeked, be in the castle? They wondered aloud. The footprints leading up the winding path surely showed that this was just a short while ago that someone had come this way. The black and white discoloration of their skin and the surrounding lack of color made this world seem almost literary, as if watching an old movie. However, before Liam was about to weigh in on their current situation, they spotted a man, hunched over and desperately holding his coat closed from the storm that raged alongside them. Where would our travelers end up? Would they survive the night? Would they ever bother listening to the narrator, who by all accounts knew more about their future than they realized? Who knows? I surely don't. And they've completely gone off script. Chapter 5. A friend you can count on. So, you guys are walking up the muddy path, and there is a gentleman before you, and he seems to be dragging a rather large steamer trunk, and he's holding his clothes. He's holding his suit closed.
He's going up to the castle.
Yeah, towards the castle. And again, the castle sits high on a cliff of a winding road, and lightning is crashing all around you, and you do get this sense of, oh boy.
Oh,
is he hunched over?
He is a little bit.
But not like Igor hunched over. Igor.
Who's Igor?
Stravinsky.
Oh,
Nice.
then no.
And is it raining?
It is. This picture doesn't seem like it is, but it totally is.
Okay. So I step up, I walk up to the man, I say, excuse me.
And as you do, he spins around. Oh, God! You gave me a heart attack.
Are you all right? You good?
And he drops the steamer trunk. And again, this is in black and white for some reason. Everything you guys do, you can't help but feel like your eye color is just drained. And he turns around to see the three of you. Oh, God. You scared the bejesus out of me.
Sorry, I didn't realize people here were so jumpy.
No, it's just I haven't seen anybody for quite a while.
Oh, well, we're just, friendly passers-by. We're heading up to this castle. Seems like a great, tourist opportunity.
Tourists? No, I don't. No,
well, yeah. We come from very far away. We've heard about this castle, and it looks really, really nice. So we thought we'd come up, check it out, see if anybody lived in it, take some cool. I turn back to Liam. I say, "What is the medieval equivalent of a selfie?"
Etchings.
Yeah, we were gonna take self-etchings.
Someone owns this place, you understand. This is.
Oh, perfect. That's even better. I guess we can, meet the people.
The count.
The count.
This down on tapestries.
Well, we can count him too.
Count? No, not the count. The count.
You count. We can
Yes.
we can count on him. So
gentlemen,
we
you
can
scare the bejesus out of me. Oh, I need to sit. And he sits on his steamer trunk, and it's starting to. Again, it's raining down behind you, and he's kind of just holding his jacket closed. Oh, God.
Where are you heading, sir?
To the castle.
Did you want a hand with the trunk?
Same as you. And he kind of raised an eyebrow. Yes, of course. I would love to. And he's a rather scrawny man. He's got small little spectacles, and he looks at you, strapping men. You have a slightly different appearance, only in black and white sake, than your previous recursion, but for the most part, you look exactly the same as you did in New York City. Well, of course. I think that would be lovely. Please.
All right. So I will go to one end of the trunk, and because I imagine there's handles on either side.
There is handles on either side. Yes.
Yeah. Right. So I will take one side to assist him as he takes the other.
Oh, he's just had a heart attack, Liam. Why don't we let Sly take care of that? Sly? Help this gentleman.
I'm quite good at lifting.
I figured you are.
I will give it a try.
Okay.
I will go over and see if I can pick it up and put it on my shoulder.
Okay. So
I assume it's a big trunk, right?
it is. It is.
I'm trained in lifting large objects.
You are. I noticed. So yes, you can lift it. It would be.
I just feel like this is the only opportunity.
I'm going to exploit that so much. How many times you're going to do it? It is going to be a demanding lower by 1, so a standard.
Yeah, I'm not going to use effort, because if I don't do it, it's not worth the strain.
Effort.
So let's see
It's
what
not worth
happens.
the effort.
It's not worth the effort. Here we go.
Success. GM intrusion, if you'd like to take it.
I will take it, even though I don't know what it is, but I trust you.
Good. That's the fun of it. So you succeed at it. But you actually, it's lighter than you expect. And you go to lift it up, and you just throw it right over your head, and it just goes right off the kind of cliff face that you're walking. And Peter just stands there like...
And then I'm going to go with it. I'm like, now you're going to take us to the castle, where the same fate's going to happen to you. And I look at Dex like, I had to go with it.
Of course, the castle's this way. Why wouldn't I take you? We were going the same way.
Not just that. Do you work there?
No, I've never even met the Count yet. He hired me.
What were you bringing this for? What were you doing this for?
Just stay. This is... And he runs to the side and he looks down. Oh, everything.
Okay, I just walk and push him over.
No. Sly.
Okay.
Why? We don't
No,
need him.
no. He pushed.
Pushed him over.
Okay.
Maybe it's the vampire. Maybe I just saved you guys. You don't know.
You will have to roll for it because you're killing someone by pushing them off a cliff.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what happens when you have a brash character who had coffee before he played.
You mean a brash player?
Yeah. 4.
Okay, so... no, you don't.
So does that mean I stop him, or does that mean that...
No, he clearly tries to kill
push
someone.
him,
legit,
and
like...
the guy stumbles but doesn't go over.
No, and he... Yeah, and he looks back like... and he just starts running down into the village, I guess, down the pathway.
I walk over to Dex and Liam. I say, I wasn't planning on doing that, but I was just rolling with it. But let's face it, these aren't real people.
We kind of learned... Yeah, you're right.
But they might be. Have we learned? Like, I don't know how to tell the difference.
They kind of... I remember the estate guy
Supposed to be like-
saying... He said something about, they're it's pretty much real. To them, it's real. It'd be
But-
like someone walking to us in our lives before we became quickened and, pushing us off a cliff.
That's a good part. Maybe I should... I'll think a little bit more before I act next time.
No, don't...
No.
Don't get in the way of your true self, I think. Let's go!
Oh, thanks, Dex. Thanks.
Nice to meet you! I shout to the guy running down the hill.
Okay, so you're walking up towards the castle. There was a gentleman struggling with bringing his trunk up to the castle. You picked it up and threw it over the edge, and then you tried to kill him. And he ran back to where you came.
And all the way up, I'm going to be looking back over my shoulder to see if there's like a posse or something coming to get us.
No, it's nothing's coming just yet. The village is a fair bit of distance.
It's okay, Liam. The castle walls will protect us.
Yes. So you continue up, or?
Yeah. It
Well-
seems like that's the only way to go.
Do we want to rush into this? Because again, we're not unfamiliar with the legends of Count Dracula.
I am. What do you know about it?
Well, should we not be bringing like garlic steaks? Not garlic steaks, but because that would be delicious.
Sounds delicious.
But
We've brought
be
you
a little more
garlic steaks.
prepared. I'm saying, it's not like we're, going into this blind. We're going into this black and white.
Well, let's look. Let's look at some of us more than others. I'm gonna look on my person to see if there's anything that came with me, like what maybe career I have in this world.
No, so all the ciphers you had are still on you, as well as any artifacts, meaning that the Tim the Tower novel is still on your person. However, your clothes have changed. You're no longer wearing Nazi garb, so that's a plus. But no, nothing.
No weapons.
Nothing has translated with you other than the cipher. Well, actually, yeah, I guess you would. Sorry. So yeah, you would have whatever weapons you normally start with. So the medium. So if you had a bow, you would have a bow. And if you had a hunting knife, you'd have a hunting knife.
Or a diamond axe.
Or a diamond. I'm going to say the diamond axe was an artifact, so I'm going to say it does translate with you, because it was a reward, right?
But I did give the diamond axe to one of these guys, did I not?
Then I'm going to say it did not, actually. Only because, and you know what's funny? Because I was like, you kept on to it. It's an artifact, and it was given to your soul, so it translates with you. If you didn't give it, I'm going to actually say it didn't. Then, unfortunately,
I believe I did.
I think you did too. Now that you mention it.
Yeah.
So no. So you have your typical weapons that you would have with your class and character and things like that.
Yep.
But and artifacts, but unfortunately you wouldn't have that.
Sounds good.
So
then I'm gonna look. It looked pretty barren. It wasn't like there was a lot of stuff along the way.
No, it's like pretty much a cinematic single path winding up the way to the castle, and you see the castle again in a flash of lightning, and it's silhouetted, and it looks eerie, and also kind of sexy.
Yeah. See, I'm just saying that right now at this point, I'm not seeing a reason to rush there. Other than now, I don't necessarily want to go back to town. Where we'll be arrested.
It's not going to be exactly how we remember it. I think we're going to get. Last time Hitler was a puppy.
That's a good point.
Maybe we get there and Dracula's a newt, which is scarier.
Yes, because every time we pull off his tail, it will regenerate.
That's right.
Vampiric newt.
Guys, you're freaking me out.
Either way, I'm in the rain, and I'd like to go to the castle. Worst case scenario, we find a chair leg, we snap it off, and we got ourselves a steak.
Fair enough.
I have I have my bow, right? So the bow would work really well as a steak, I think. I could shoot an arrow through a heart in the wooden.
Yeah. Yeah. You would be aiming directly for the heart, so it would be much more difficult rather than just sort of hitting someone.
We don't even know if we need to kill Dracula. Maybe we work for him in this place.
It also could not even be Dracula. It could be his castle that has been vacant for a billion years.
Right. So I say...
he was going to work for the Count. Anyway, so we'll keep going, because yes, I agree we need to see what's going on there, but he was going there to work for the Count.
Yes, the Count.
One bat.
Okay, so you continue up the pathway, and it's blustering and wondrous and all that kind of stuff. Wondrous. I meant windy. But it's
so wondrous.
It's so wondrous. And you make it to the top. And, as you enter the courtyard of the castle, it's high on the mountainside. And and the rain lets up a little bit. And you see empty stables and lightless windows of the castle before you. And the size of the facade before you is humbling. And you take note of the stone gargoyles, their faces fixed in twisted positions of horror. And the castle grounds themselves, as you're walking through, are overgrown with lightly frost-covered vegetation, black and brown, as if they've been dead for years. It looks like it's in need of repair. And as you approach the large castle doors, you do hear like a moaning in the wind.
Now, does that sound like it could be effects of working through the castle and that sort of thing?
Could be.
Perhaps it's got really bad ductwork?
Could be. If they don't get their ducts cleaned by Ducks R Us, then they're going to have bad ducks.
Okay, and is it just the big gates leading in? Is there like a smaller door? Is it...
It looks like you could kind of make your way around if you wanted to look at the sides, but it does look like it drops off pretty significantly on either side.
Yeah, I don't think I
as
would
if it's
risk
been
that.
there forever, and erosion is just starting to erode away the sides of it.
Interesting.
Good for you, erosion.
How does erosion do that?
Well, yeah,
Be you.
Okay. So I step up to the door and I hold my fist up like this, and
Okay.
I look back at Liam and Sly.
And I grab his arm and knock it.
Thank you, Sly.
Okay, and
I could save that energy for later.
the knock echoes through the hallways inside, and you hear kind of it almost encompasses the whole house as you can kind of feel it walk up, and you kind of share a look between you. And after a second, very quickly, the massive door swings open. And a figure stands before you in the dark of the castle. And in the crash of lightning, it's lit up, and you see a gaunt face before you of a gentleman standing there with white hair in a red robe. And he stands there looking old. His eyes are almost pure white. And he kind of smiles at you. Hello, and welcome to the castle.
Like a toothy smile.
You can't quite see. It's kind of dark, but maybe. And he turns to you all and he says, "Oh, I was not expecting so many of you. Please come this way." And he kind of,
if we do.
and he steps into the castle and he kind of glides in as he does.
How do you do that? You're kind of gliding. It's kind of cool.
And he turns around and says, "Oh, just many years of walking very carefully have given me this ability."
Huh. That's neat. Well, I think also like the what is that, a dress?
No, this is not a dress, no.
Oh, it's like
Allow me to
long-
introduce myself.
dress,
My
like
name
no
is
pant
Count Dracula. And he smiles, and you do see a bit of a fang, Mike, or Liam, as he smiles. And a crash of thunder kind of echoes outside as the door to the castle kind of starts to close a little bit.
That's really good, Justin.
Very good.
Thank you. Count Dracula. Oh, well, my name's Dex.
My name's Sly Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
Count Sly Fitzgerald.
You're a count?
Yes.
And Liam Walker, sir.
And the Count nods to all three of you. No.
He doesn't take your hand, though?
He does not take your hand.
Ouch. Fist bump, maybe?
And he kind of nods at each of you. He says, but I was expecting Peter. There's no Peter with you.
Yes, we, Peter couldn't make it, and we found that you were offering him a position, so we figured we could replace him.
Interesting. Are you from the insurance company then?
I look at Dex and Sly.
Yes. Yes,
Partially.
we are.
Yeah.
Yes, we are. So, he kind of looks you over suspiciously in the most non-convincing attempt ever. But he, well, you can try to convince him, I guess, deception. Like.
Not so much from the insurance company. We just thought Peter, we met him on the road, and he said he was coming here to help, and honestly, we didn't know he was from the insurance company. We just thought we could come here and work for you also if you're looking for help.
Not a lot of work around these days. I mean, you look at the village. I mean, that place isn't really doing so well. You're a count.
And
He owns the village, Justin.
He looks at the three of you, and he looks to Liam.
Dex. It's Dex.
He says, "And what is you say?"
Pardon?
Yeah. Well, exactly, sir, as these gentlemen said. We're here to help in any way we can. A count like yourself looking over and watching over this village, and I'm sure that as a count you have other local villages. You must have a lot to tend to.
And he kind of scoffs. I have certain things to attend to, you could say, as Count Dracula. And he, again, does that little smile where you see that fill into his thing.
Okay, I just want, like, out of game, it's taken everything in me not to just stab him.
Yeah, right?
He's a nice guy. Why would you do that? Well, I mean,
Alright, back in game.
A man's
I
got
just
to
want
eat.
to stake him. Man's got heat.
so to say, I love how impulsively we can throw the other guy off the cliff, but this guy,
Maybe not
this guy, we
Dracula.
should show some restraint. with
You know, he might be aboard. We are actually here looking for a man named Krax. Has he come by this way?
His eyebrows kind of lit. Cracks. Yes, I do recognize this name.
We have business to attend with him, and if you could connect us with him, we will be able to complete that and be a better service for you in the future.
Interesting. Yes.
Is he
Perhaps
playing
we
with his
talk.
tooth? Like that big tooth?
Yeah. We can talk in
Interesting.
the dining room. And he motions to the around the corner.
You guys think the dining room is
Yeah.
like where he eats us?
We're saying we're in a little huddle talking about if we want to go into the dining room.
2 seconds.
Okay, I don't watch a lot of Hollywood, but what I do know about Dracula is he eats people. Is that right, Liam?
He sucks their blood. He doesn't eat. I think they just turn into vampires, which I don't know if that'd be a bad thing.
That's true, and I feel like if we translated back, we probably wouldn't take that vampireness with us.
That's true. That's true. Because it.
I say one
seems like
moment,
a risk still.
Count. We'll be right with you, sir.
And he says, of course, take all the time you need.
Butt liquor.
Excuse me?
No, not you. Not you. I was talking about my friend here. Just
Dax.
being very polite, like overly polite. I'm just keeping it real.
Dax, I'm trying to change, and I nearly threw a man off a cliff a moment ago. Trying to turn over a new leaf. Hang on. Okay, if this guy is the real Dracula, there's a real risk we're going into this dining room to die. So maybe we should be prepared and keep one hand on your weapon at best.
I would just say that if it's the real Dracula, it doesn't matter what room we're in.
Good point.
Hey, are you?
And Dracula nods and says, what do you mean the real Dracula?
Blah.
Oh, where we come from, there are a lot of people who pay homage to you, who pretend to be you, and they like to play. It's kind of like playing make believe, imagination. They're all very strange. Anybody who plays imagination.
What do you mean pretend to be?
They just act like you. They put on a big dress, and they act like they're.
It's called
they're
cosplay.
The beloved count. It's called cosplay. Yes, thank you, Liam. Woo!
I do not understand why these people pretend to be a humble count from Transylvania. It makes no sense to me.
Well, you are humble because obviously you've had an impact on them. A positive one, Dracula.
I think at this point we just go to the dining room.
Yes.
Yeah.
I apologize for the wait, sir.
No, not at all. I don't mind waiting. And he points you in the direction, and he kind of floats behind you. Yes.
So creepy.
Yeah, he's a real creep.
Thank you.
And you kind of round a small corner, and you see a set of dining room chairs around a beautiful table and a large window. The stone walls are draped with beautiful tapestries, but they're all dark and dank, and the top corners are all filled with cobwebs. And another flash of lightning illuminates the room, and kind of haphazardly silverware is placed in weird seating arrangements. He kind of floats in behind you. Please, take a seat.
Okay.
Would it be impolite to start sharpening my wooden sticks? Would that seem impolite? I don't know.
Probably.
I sit down, but I take my quiver off and my bow, but I lean the bow up against the table so it's at easy access.
Okay.
I just observe the table to see like what's there. Are there cutlery? Is there food?
There's cutlery and plates, but they're all empty at the moment.
Oh, okay.
I also want to look at the floor beneath the chairs, because we've already fallen through one trap door. I want to make sure that it's not like, hey, sit in these chairs right here, and
Okay.
they
Give me
teleport
before you
back.
sit down, give me an
Like,
intelligence roll.
All right.
Like Austin Powers.
Or I was thinking of shit.
I've never heard
Demon
of
Barber.
shit.
The Demon Barber.
Oh,
Sweeney
yeah,
Todd.
Sweeney Todd, yeah.
Sweeney
Oh,
Todd.
Barber
Yeah.
of Seville. Oh.
So give me a look, and it will be difficult.
Well, I'm definitely going to put effort because it's something I would be looking for.
Okay. So it's
I
going to
sit
look
down.
here, 9. Ah, it just beat it. So yeah,
Oh, nice.
it matched it. So you take a look around the floor, and it's a little tough to see because there are cracks. The floor is made of large slabs of stone, but you feel pretty confident based on the length of time they've been there and kind of the molding between them. I guess you seem like this is not a drop away of sorts. So you feel comfortable sitting down.
I will wait for the count to be seated before I sit.
And he does not sit. He simply stands by the exit. Please, I insist. You must be famished after your journey from London.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Are you not going to join us?
Oh no.
I don't have much of an appetite, if you understand what I mean.
You're fasting.
In a sense, I am very fast.
Well said. Well said, and I sit down.
Okay, so you take a seat.
Yeah.
So Peter was. I still don't sit then because I'm waiting for him to sit. And I say, so Peter was on his way to help you with insurance. What is it that, if you don't mind me being so bold, sir, of insurance were you looking into?
He says, "Oh no, of course. I was looking for castle insurance, but that is not necessary at the moment."
Castle insurance? I apologize for not being able to follow.
I want to insure this beautiful castle, should anything happen to it. Homeowners insurance. Castle owners insurance.
I see.
It is a
you
beautiful
have
place.
anything
I can
in
see
I
mind?
see.
Everyone talk at
Give it-
once, it will help.
Now, no one talk.
And he says, please, sit down. And you will not need those weapons. And he kind of goes like this. And your bow that's leaning up against the table slide just kind of smacks against the back wall and just falls over. And at the same time, Mike, your chair gets pulled out a little bit. Please, sit. Wonderful.
Okay.
Are you hungry?
More to the point, we really need to know about cracks. Can we talk about that before we...
Yes, this cracks is very, very interesting. He was a man who came by my castle not too long ago, offered me a service that I, for lack of a better term, was not interested in.
Did it have to do with getting you people? A trade of people, as it were?
Perhaps, yes. This was his business.
And you turned him down.
I did.
And then what happened to him?
I'm going to do an intrusion on Dex, if you would like.
Sure.
Okay.
Take it. Oh, and
So-
where did the experience go for Chris's intrusion?
Yeah, Chris, you got one. Who'd you give the other one to?
I'm going to give one to Dex for not being too upset with me on the walk here.
Sweet.
Perfect.
Take it.
Okay, so Dex, you're kind of sitting around and you're watching, and you lock eyes with the Count. And for a moment, his gaze just focuses on you, and you still hear the conversation happening with Sly. But everything else seems to fade away, and even though you can hear the Count's voice and you still hear Sly's voice, it seems like the Count is looking directly at you, and it's just you two in the room. And you kind of start feeling like you're... And I'm not going to roleplay you for the next few rounds, but let's just say you love the Count right now. Okay. You will do anything for him, apart from, say, kill yourself or kill someone. But you're like, you'll do pretty much. Although, I don't know, your morals are pretty low. Maybe you would. We'll find out.
Maybe I would anyway.
Maybe you'll just kill people anyway. So, Sly, continue your questioning with the Count. And you do see his eyes for a moment just flick to the other two, but...
as I was saying, if you can just get us in contact with him, we would be much more obliged to help you with your business.
Yes, well, my business is concluded, we shall say. But if you would like to eat, I'm sure we can satisfy each of your hunger. And again, he kind of smiles, and you see a long fang kind of dart.
I'm real hungry, Count. Real hungry. Give me something to eat.
You are, Dex. Yeah. I imagine you are.
Oh,
I look at Dex
goodness,
like...
You have no idea.
As if they're flirting. What's going on here?
And he leaves the room for a second. I will return in a second with you.
Where are you going? Where are you going? Don't leave.
Only to fetch your food.
Oh, come on. How long is it going to take?
And he says, very well. And 3 beautiful women enter the room holding, like, platters of ham and pineapple ham made of pineapple. And they each place it before you.
Oh, get out of the way. I can't
they're all wearing
see them.
scantily clad. One's blonde hair, one's black hair, one's brunette. And they all place it in front of you, and then they leave.
Thank you, miss.
Finally. God, okay.
And he says, please, eat.
And I start eating. If it'll make you happy, but please, continue. Can you get us in contact with Cracks? I start eating.
And he says, yes, perhaps I can. Liam, are you not hungry?
Actually, sir, no. Sorry, I'm not.
Oh? And why are you not hungry?
Yeah, well, sometimes just with the cold and the wet and the rain, I just don't necessarily. I need a while to warm up before I eat, and the castle is sort of cold and damp, so it's just taking me a little longer. Sorry,
cold and damp.
A little bit drafty.
Dex, are you eating?
Oh yeah.
You enjoying it?
Oh, so good.
It's totally people.
Really?
No, it's pretty much him.
Pineapple people.
Pineapple people.
It's blue ramen.
I still would have loved it. Best people I've ever tasted.
Okay, so he kind of, as you're eating, the Count kind of glides behind you, never really turning his back, just kind of pivoting as he glides.
He's on a rolly chair.
Basically,
on a Segway.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he says, yes, consume. And Dex, he stands right behind you and puts his hands on your shoulders, almost sensually. And you like it, actually. And Sly, you're watching all this unfold, and as are you, Liam.
I can't eat and caress his hands at the same time.
No, you can't.
Mr. Dracula, more to the point, what about Cracks? Can you please help us out? I really need to get back to my wife.
And he doesn't actually really look at you, he just says, yes, after we each eat, then...
And I stand up and I say, no, I want to do a check, because I do know a little bit of, I know who Dracula is. So does it look like Dex might be in a little bit of danger?
Okay. Do you know who Dracula is?
Well, I know of Dracula from my experiences in the real world.
Okay. What do you know of Dracula?
That he's a vampire.
Okay. All right. So you want to roll to see if he's in danger?
Yeah, if it looks like he's moving into,
Well, he doesn't look like he's about to bite him, but without rolling.
You know, he's like in a pretty good biting position.
No, not yet. He's not like, it's not, no, he's like kind of standing and he's almost like leaning back, just watching you eat. You don't get the impression, without rolling, you don't get the impression that he's just going to interrupt your meal because you question why he would bother feeding you.
He likes to raise our blood sugar level before he...
Exactly. And you don't suspect that he'd be attacking all three of you in one room. Or maybe he would, who knows.
His Dracula is probably super powerful.
Well, he's also got his little women too. And I also want to look around for any paintings of, say, like...
Of, say, like what, sorry?
Oh.
Of his life. Any paintings, family portraits.
No, you don't see... Well, at least in this room, you see tapestries of, like, a bat eating a lion, and a bat eating a tiger, and a bat eating...
Oh, nice! Nice. It's not even like family, like memories of war or anything. It's like, no. Just.
And you see a bat eating a
very angry bats.
And you see, you just see bats, and another bat eating a bat.
Yeah. And then, because that's just it. I'd be looking around for any mirrors or anything like that.
No, there are no mirrors.
Use your knife.
Okay. Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. So then, like, looking at the goblets or like knife to see if I could use it to see
him.
It's a good guess.
Yeah,
but nobody knows.
So yeah, you can lift up the silverware, and it's relatively shiny, and you turn it, and you can just see nothing behind Dex, even though he's still kind of massaging his shoulders a little bit.
Right. So I can see the shoulders move, but...
Yeah, you can see the shoulders like moving like this.
Reggie!
Yeah. Alright.
And he kind of glides back over to the doorway again. Yes. Liam, are you ready to eat? Are you ready to eat just now?
Actually, I like all of this food looks great, sir. It really does. Unfortunately, I am a vegetarian.
Interesting.
And as such, you don't have a lot of vegetables here.
It
all looks great. It looks like...
On the contrary, it is the one thing we have in abundance. And a lady walks in with like a steaming pile of potatoes and asparagus, and she places it before you, and then backs to the room. And she glides as well.
So Dex doesn't eat meat, but he's been eating
now.
He's eating ham right now.
Yeah. So much is in love.
So is that so? So how do I break out of this spell? Do I just go with it until, or can I do like an intelligence check or?
I'm going to say one more round, and then you can break out of it. Yeah. What we're going to do is we're going to do an intelligence check.
Okay. So
my temper is kind of starting to boil over, just as my character Sly is not very patient.
Really?
Yeah, well, that's in my character trait. I've decided to make a character that I wasn't patient, so I can say I'm actually role-playing versus just becoming impatient. And I say, if you're not going to help us, Dracula, we really need to be on our way. And I stand up.
So you go to stand up, and you feel a weight on your shoulders, as if you're kind of like frozen to the seat a little bit.
We really need to be on our way.
And he says, not until you've finished your meal. And not until we all have finished our meals.
I'm done eating. Thank you. And I push my food away from me.
That you push away from you with ease. But you continue to try to get up, and it just feels like it's not moving.
Fair enough.
Okay, so how are the potatoes and asparagus made?
How are they made?
Yeah.
They're baked.
Are they local?
They're farm.
Are they local?
Do you know?
Because I'm really concerned about your economy.
They're farm potatoes, fresh. We do them all with a jus, asparagus jus.
Are they?
No, they're just baked potatoes, and asparagus just looks like it's heated.
I'll give them a try because the potatoes, I love baked roasted potatoes.
And it's a good ass baked potato. Well, I mean, it's okay.
I'll let him know. Count this. Who does your cooking? It's fantastic. Probably one of the most delicious potatoes I've ever had.
Yes, yes, I'm glad. Eat, grow fat, and then we will all eat. Each and every one of us.
Why aren't you eating, Count?
Oh, I will. I will be eating.
No, there's ham. Here, have some ham.
No, I don't.
Have some ham, Count. Come on, have some. Have a little. Have a little. I'm holding the fork up.
Yeah, but he's on the other end of the table. He's like,
I'm like crawling across the table.
So,
it
I think at this point, I'm just going to be like, so, are you planning on eating us?
And he kind of looks at you. What?
Dracula, right?
Well, I'm just again, as we mentioned, there's where we come from. There's talk of someone much like yourself, and he actually
he actually eats people. Just to finish.
So we're a little hesitant. So.
What? No, that's not me.
Yeah.
No, totally different. You're thinking of someone else.
So you don't have any intention to drink our blood or anything weird like that?
Why'd you say drink blood? Why'd you say that? Why that specifically? Why are you thinking that?
Well, because again, we kind of know of these people who think they're vampires with the big teeth.
What? You cannot say that word. That is our word. No, that is. How do you know that?
I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was like a. I guess.
No, not our word. That's not. I didn't mean our. I meant that's. You don't say that. That's not that's not polite company. That's rude. I'm feeding you. Why do you think that? Why do you think these things that you think?
Why are you German all of a
Well,
sudden?
again, and it's.
I'm not German. I'm Transylvanian, but I don't know the accent as well. Why do you say these words?
Well, again, that's just our ignorance and what we've been taught compared to what is, and that's what we're just wondering, and that's why we're so hesitant.
What is what you're taught and what is what is? What do you mean? I don't understand. Why do you think I'm a vampire? I've done nothing of the sort. And like immediately he kind of just slinks down a bit and stops floating. He's like standing around. I'm just a normal guy like you. Why do you think a vampire? Why is that word in specific? Why do you bring up that?
Well, first of all, we saw your teeth and the way you hovered.
What teeth? I don't have teeth. I don't understand why you're saying this.
And I'm pretty sure you dazed my friend over there. He seems to have a strong liking for you that he didn't have a minute or two ago.
No, I did nothing. I did nothing of the sort. And like as he snaps, Justin, you feel completely normal again. There's nothing. He's totally fine. He doesn't like me again.
So
Why am I in the middle of the table?
See? Wait, no, go back. And with you feel a force and you just get pushed back to your chair. See? He's
and
fine.
I can't stand up. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I'm being stuck to my chair here.
Stand up anytime you want. Go.
And I stand up.
Instead of standing, you feel lifted up, and now you're kind of standing.
You know what? The only way you could prove that you're not a vampire is to help us find cracks. A vampire would never do that. They just suck our blood.
I don't understand why you say this word. It's rude. I don't get it. Did you talk to someone from the village?
Well, they are saying those things, yeah, in the village.
Do you know how rude that is? It's so rude.
You know what?
Sorry, just looking at the.
And he's standing there, and he pulls out a chair, and he sits down at the dining room table. Fine, okay? There. I'm not going to hide them anymore. For fuck's sake. Do you know how rude, do you know how difficult it is to get a good meal? Everyone's in the village calling vampire this, vampire that, Count Dracula. I have to call out. It's like takeout. I need to get people from this different part of the world to fly in. And so they come in and they know I'm a vampire anyway. You know how difficult that is? They know, vampires don't like garlic, don't like steaks. I mean, they don't know. I mean, that's not how. I mean, forget.
No, don't worry. We already knew that stuff.
Move past what I just said, but why? And he stands up and he walks out of the room. And he's in the hallway.
So he is a vampire.
Yeah,
I say as I keep eating.
And he comes back in and he says, "No, yes, I am a vampire." But I'm the vampire. I'm the original vampire.
Oh,
no one comes close.
No, you're the most famous one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the only one. I'm the most famous.
Everybody
And
knows about you.
And in many legends.
That's right. I'm a fucking legend. I'm the vampire. But listen, you have no idea how it is. It's fucked.
Yeah.
Can I be real?
No, it sounds terrible.
Can I be real with you guys for a second? Can I lay this out for a second?
Yeah, shoot.
Listen. And he pulls in your chairs a little closer with just like this force. You feel it. And as much as he's breaking down, you can sense a great power in him. Obviously. Because he's Count fucking Dracula. And he says, look, this is so fucked. I need the village to support my lifestyle, of course. You can't be on your own anymore. I need fresh blood. But everyone in the village knows I am a vampire. 200 years, they find, don't go to the castle. Most of them leave, so the new ones come in. I need to start going out. But you know how difficult it is for me now? I can't pay the bills. I can't give blood. I need to go outside of this zone. And he kind of looks down ashamed. I have roommates now, you know.
Well, that's actually why I was wondering why you turned down.
I have to. I don't listen. I cannot stand sharing my space with other people. I had to take out a wanted ad for a roommate. I have 2 roommates now. One I can't even see. The other one is just frustrating beyond compare.
You can't see me like he's invisible.
Yeah, he's right there. And right next to you, you hear, hey. This is the Invisible Man. Invisible Man is Dex, Sly, and Liam, and the mummy won't even talk to me.
The mummy.
He's just so pissed. But we ran out of toilet paper. What do you want me to do? And the Invisible Man, you see a chair open, and
I reach a hand out and I say, "Hi, my name's Mr. Fisher or Sly. You can call me Sly." To wherever the invisible hand.
And you feel a hand shaking. You say, "Hey, sorry."
Listen, I know it sounds really challenging. I tell you what if we were to offer you, we could give you like a pint of blood each, probably, and then be on our way. That way you got a meal, and then, we win, you win, kind of thing.
That would be really good, actually.
Pretty reasonable. I mean, you've been very hospitable, and I know how hard things are.
Or I could just eat you entirely.
Well, see, if you do that, again, you're going to lose more people. You need to actually get some sort of relationship with some of these village people where you're taking a little bit of blood but not killing them off. Like, why drink the whole thing when you can, have a little bit of time?
Actually, maybe that right there is the secret. Maybe we need to focus on the whole village people thing, and we need to get a show going, and we can be like the village people and be like, in the castle, you can have a good time. In the castle.
We could promote it. We could promote this place.
We get a show, draw people in.
Interesting.
And you just charge them a little bit of blood,
That's what you need. You need
more people.
Yeah. More people. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
More
this is an interesting
flair?
idea.
Yeah.
Invisible, what you say? And he's like, well, I don't know, man, but I still want to live here. No, of course. You're cool. We'll stay. Interesting. So you're saying sort of an exchange system. They give me a little bit of blood. I stop stealing the babies. Yeah, that could work.
Yeah, definitely stop stealing the babies.
Are you naked? Invisible Man, are you naked?
And he just kind of laughs. Yeah, he's naked most of the time.
And I just push my chair a little bit away from him.
And yeah, you don't want to get too close. In fact, I wouldn't eat the ham. He might have put his penis in most of it while you're. He does
already ate it.
Things like this. Okay, you know what? This isn't a bad idea. Interesting. Making it more interesting. Okay, but look. You are basically going to get to walk away from here, and that is something that I don't know if I can pass up. 3 fresh humans is a lot more than the one I ordered from the insurance company. This is a tough time.
You
We might
said
be able to sweeten the deal.
you said something about your section getting smaller. Did I hear that correctly? What's that all about? That's your county? Your county is shrinking?
No, there's a rival castle on the other side of the hill and taking over my part. It's frustrating.
Oh, that sounds like more than frustrating. This is land we're talking about. Nothing more valuable than land.
Yeah, equity is very important nowadays. I do
Yeah.
feel like it's, especially now, is why I'm getting it insured. I would have got it insured and then eaten him, but...
So my question is, who the heck has the balls to go toe-to-toe with the Dracula himself? Start taking
Well,
his
see, that's
land.
the thing. I'm not too sure. He seems to be going into my graveyard and causing some fray. He only does it during his day because he knows I can stop it. Zombies are up all night banging on the back door. It's frustrating. All right, listen. Here's what I'm willing to do. You leave me each a pint of blood. You clear out the zombies that are bothering my back door. And then, if you come back, we can arrange some sort of trade with the village. If you don't come back, I'll hunt you down and kill you. What say you?
I say...
Actually, I think it is very much to your advantage to have us go to the village and speak on behalf. Because again, if we can show the village that they need not fear you...
Yes, but you can also riot the village up behind me. What I'd rather you do is clear the zombies out first. And I will sweeten the deal by adding in the location of this cracks you seek. He was here a few days ago, knocking on my door. So, leave me a pint of blood each. You head out back, and you clear out the zombies. And when you come back, we'll talk about a solution.
That seems as fair as can be, because let's face it, you're Dracula, and if you really want to, you kill us right now.
You get me. You get me. And this I like. This is something I can work with. You men, you're so much smarter than these local hoodlums. They come up, they say, oh, a scary monster. They don't understand the intricacies of business. I've been around for so long. So fucking long. That I see it all.
Just one question. What kind of zombies are we talking about here?
Zombies?
Do they move fast? Are they the brain zombies? Or are they the blah, kill you quickly?
No, it seems they want brains. They're pretty slow.
Okay. Yeah, I think we can handle that. You got a shovel or something we can use?
No, but I will allow you to take this sword in the hall. But I will take the bow. You do know my weakness, so I don't think I'll let you keep that, if you understand.
I do understand. Maybe at the end, if I show good face, I can have it back when I leave, though.
Yes, if you've shown to be trusted companions, you know not to cross me, then yes, of course, I will give them all back to you. But you must understand I'm not so silly to allow you to walk through my castle with weapons drawn that can harm me in some way, or my beautiful women.
Dracula, I have to ask, why would you think we would harm you if you're our only source to find cracks? Really, you're our only hope.
All right, so try convincing, persuade, something like that.
Okay.
And let's do. It won't be too difficult. Let's say.
I was going to say it shouldn't be too difficult because he is our only hope.
Yeah, I agree.
He's got to know that.
I missed what you said. Sorry, you keep cutting out.
Oh, sorry. I'm just saying it should be actually a fairly simple one because he knows he's our only hope of finding cracks, and he also knows that we know how powerful he is, so we'd be foolish to cross him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you die, it makes no difference to him.
Right.
Okay, I have no. Yeah, I will just roll a regular one because I have no edge in intellect. So.
Okay.
6.
Right on the money. Standard. So yes, you did. So he kind of looks at you for a second. Yes. Very well. You can keep your weapons. All right. You clear the zombies. You come back to me. Oh, and I do want that pint of blood. If you don't mind, now it would be very useful. And then you come back. We'll talk about some sort of trade with the village. Deal?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And 3 jars come over and stand before you. How would you like me to drain the blood?
If you have a needle and
Needle.
So
some gut, maybe we can do this.
fine.
I don't know if that works.
I don't know. What is it? What happens if you just bite?
No, let's not do that. My
say-
question is, what time period is this? Because this isn't actually the Middle Ages, because it was after
No,
that.
it's
Right?
like the,
I'm trusting his bite more than I trust a needle.
They must have. We can light it on fire to disinfect it.
yeah. So he brings back a needle. I mean, he has people that he drained in the
Dr.
basement.
Dex, can't you do this? I'd rather trust Dr. Dex among.
Sure, he gives you a needle, and basically he had people hanging in the basement that he was draining blood with, but realized, that to keep them alive long enough, you need like 100 to drain all the blood. So after 15 minutes, you've each drained a pint of blood. You're feeling a little bit weaker.
Want to
Let's
take
say
some
one
straight?
pint. Yeah, one straight.
No, sorry, you're right. I'm playing a different game. My head.
Yeah, let's go. Everyone loses a mite, which is just a neat little plus to that. And so he's gliding you to the back door, and he says, "Now remember, the zombies are not difficult per se, but they are many in numbers. Once you kill the zombies, please return, and we will discuss dealing with the village. And I will then share the location of cracks."
Okay.
Do
When
you
was
know the best way, easiest way to kill the zombies?
And he says, "No, I do not. Other than killing them completely, I do know that cutting off their limbs is not a benefit. You want to end their lives completely."
cut their head off?
Exactly.
Cool. Well, I'm on board. I just gave a pint of my blood, so I'm invested now. I am feeling a little woozy, though, and it's been a while since we last rested.
I throw him an orange. No, we're fine, because as soon as you
But that's
translate to a new
exactly-
world, we're back up to full.
Yeah. You're back up to full?
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, but that's what I was going to say. Is it's okay to give the pint of blood because we have a lot of food here. We can then eat to regain the blood sugars.
You can, but your mite's not going to go back up unless
No. I know. I'm just saying as far as the feeling woozy and that sort of thing goes.
Yes, in a
Wow.
role-playing sense, you won't feel woozy.
How do you know stuff about blood sugars?
All right,
Sweet.
so with a slam, you are outside the castle, and it is still dark. You hear a clunking lock behind you, and a little door opens. Then you come back in, either comes to the front or knocks 3 times. Not 4, but 3 times. The invisible man, myself, or maybe the mummy, if he can get off his high goddamn horse, will let you back in. Good luck, do not die, and I really want the blood from the village, so please be cool. I will hunt you, and I will kill you.
You drive a hard bargain there, Dracula.
And he shuts the door.
I grabbed. Well, make sure they grab the sword. Did we grab the sword?
Yes. Well, he gave you your weapons, so you have whatever you started with.
I hand the sword to Liam. 'cause I
No.
trust him.
You took your weapons instead of his weapons.
Oh, okay.
Yours.
We
So
can
you
get both.
have your bow, your light weapon, you have all the weapons that you started with, which would be based on your class.
So we're now standing outside the back door of the castle,
Correct. And
where
you
the
see-
zombies.
Well, you see a large set of stone steps leading down, and there are no zombies around you at this moment.
Okay.
Now, when you approach the castle, it was dark out and rainy and storm, but looking at the sun through the clouds, you do notice that you probably arrived during the day, and it still is. It's just so overcast and rainy that it seems very dark.
Okay.
So before you are a number of steps down to, and what you can see is kind of this sprawling, moss-covered, stone-covered, ancient kind of grave site with a lot of little patches and large, what are they called?
Monuments
Mausoleums.
or mausoleums.
Yeah. So they're dotted everywhere. So as you kind of walk down, it actually builds almost a landscape around you rather than just a flat terrain. You're starting to lose a bit of sight all around you, type thing.
Okay. You think they're going to come out of the ground like the skeletons did before?
I think this place is probably just as cliche. Yeah, I think the zombies are gonna come from the ground. I think these are like classic zombies, just like he's classic Dracula.
Oh, I hope so. They're slow.
Yeah.
They swarm. That's kind of the dangerous thing. Oh,
Yes.
actually, you know what? I've pretty much got the perfect thing for this. I think it might be perfect. I don't know. And I reach into my pocket. I pull out the Talking Dead earpiece.
Okay, yeah.
I
Didn't
didn't-
you give that to someone else because you found it useless?
Oh, I was going to, but no, I didn't. I don't
You
think I
sure?
did.
I think one of these two guys.
I
had
know.
it.
I know. I asked. I know. I
I
I
give
don't
it
think-
back to you.
I didn't
Pretty
take.
sure.
If I had it, I'd give it back to him.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, I've got the Call of Cthulhu as well.
What does that do?
I don't remember.
Let's find out. I have it up here.
You've got it up there. Yes.
I know it makes my
Oh,
Make sure-
tentacles.
It does
Those
the
are
opposite of
tentacles.
what's happening to you right now.
Ah. Oops.
That's
Oh,
nice.
what's that?
Are you making a raspberry noise?
It's Davy Jones' locker.
Baby
Jones.
Jones.
Warble
Oh, that's fine.
valve. Warble valve. Weisberg knows the Talking Dead earpiece.
Call of Cthulhu.
So you're gonna put on the Talking Dead earpiece?
I'm going to hold it, and now that just basically allows me to dried out ear, now deceased school teacher, and polyglot. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I think it just allows me to read.
You'll
or
be able to
hear
understand and
understand
listen
zombies.
to zombies.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna. You know what? You might be right, Sly, about them being cliche zombies, but we should be safe just in case.
Yeah, you know what?
Uh,
Last time just to see if they have feelings is what you mean? Because
No, I don't really care about their feelings. I mean, they're dead. They lived already. They had their chance. You know.
well, technically
feelings.
we might be dead too, Dex.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm pretty sure my last memory was me. Nothing. Don't worry about it. Right
Yeah, I'm not following. I'm not dead. See?
now. Forget it.
Look at me. And I do a little jig. I say, look, on the steps. Doing a little jig. Okay. I'm gonna do this. And I take it and I put it in my ear as we get to the bottom of the
I
steps.
think you go over your ear, but yeah.
It's like a rubber prosthetic ear, like elf ears or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
What?
so yeah,
Can you
you
hear anything?
reach the bottom, and you start hearing something immediately.
It's really quiet in my box.
And you hear, well, I don't know, but like maybe, well, I don't know, Tuesday, maybe Tuesday next. I don't know. I don't really know if we should, but we could. It's up to you.
So I see Dex gesturing this way to be quiet, and I start creeping with him very quietly.
And as you're moving forward, you hear. "Moo." That's you. That's what Liam and yourself hear. And Dex, you continue hearing, and it doesn't sound like anything too important. It sounds kind of like people are making dinner plans of some sort.
Okay. All right, but we're still creeping. And is there a big mausoleum?
There are many dotted. There's about 5 dotting the area
It's a
around.
cemetery.
The cemetery.
Is there one that like a boss would stay in?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
No.
See, there's a boss zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean
Yes,
that's,
Well, we just need to start killing them all. So let's. I walk up to Dex and say, Dex, what weapons do you have, Dex? That's useless. You didn't. We should have taken the sword because we could literally have gone over every grave and just stabbed into the earth and gone to the next one and stabbed.
I think I gave Dex the diamond Dex. That's right. Yeah, because he didn't have
It doesn't
anything.
have anything.
Oh, do I have it?
no.
You had it. It's gone now.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's not a thing.
No.
in
Same
the-
same logic. If you give anyone else Tim the tower, you're gonna lose that. So you got to keep it. F
Okay.
Y pi.
Oh, I don't
So
know.
as you're standing there, give me a stealth roll, and they'll just apply for the group.
I will do 2 levels of effort from speed, please. So a total of. So we did this wrong last time. I remember we had applied the edge probably. So I have 2 edge and speed, and I have 2 effort. So how much is that going to cost me?
Okay, you have
3.
2 edge and 2 effort. So
Yeah,
if you're
so I can do
lowering it,
2
so
levels
here's-
of effort.
Yeah, so here's how we do it. So you're going to lower it 2 levels,
Yeah.
which normally costs 5. 3 for the first time and 2 for the second.
Right.
So you said you're using 2 effort, so you're going to use it twice, and it takes away 2 each time, right?
Well, the first time with I subtract 2 from it for my edge each time.
Yeah, so it's going to
1 point.
1 point.
Okay, so that's what I do.
Sure. Wait, is that right?
Yeah, because it would be 5, so 2 the first time and 2 the second time.
I figured this all out too. Yeah, it's like total. Yeah, because you're doing 2 edge. Yes. Yeah, 1. Yeah.
Okay. So here's my roll. So it's lowered by 2 difficulties.
Okay. Yeah. Go. No.
So it was really hard.
Yeah, it was. No. 4 is just really bad. It was challenging. So it was a level 5. You lowered it to, it needed to be 9 or under.
Yep.
So yes, unfortunately. So, Justin, you start hearing.
Oh, no, hold on. Do you smell that? What does it smell like? No. Oh my God, that smells like. Oh, you know what that smells like? That smells like brains. No. Does it? Yeah, brain. Brains.
And then you hear brains. And
It's like bacon.
yeah, from the mausoleum up to the right of you, you hear a banging on like what sounds to be like an iron gate, and to the side of you hear something kind of crawling out of the ground, and something stands up to the left of you, and before you know it, there are 6 zombies all kind of coming into medium range. So let's roll initiative.
Oh. Dun, 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 dun.
Well, bam. Oh, well, you guys will go first.
All right, cool. No one needs to roll.
No, you don't have to. I got a 1.
Let's get a 20.
It doesn't, as long as one of you guys gets above it. Yeah. Okay. So
I think they're on to us, guys. I think we've got plenty of time to act.
They are
Yes.
slow-moving zombies.
they look like it.
Sweet. All right. Well, Dex is going to take the lead and start backing up the stairs.
Now, Justin, I think can you speak the language now too?
No,
I
you
don't-
can only listen.
I can listen to their plans, and I think their plans involve brains to some extent.
But they might understand English, and
They might.
you'll be able.
Exactly.
And then you can understand that.
So if you just talk to them, they might be able to understand them. Yeah.
Acquire
Yes.
the language. Okay.
Yeah, no, it just says if a player stretches his ear around it, then they will able to understand zombies and listen to their plans. That's it. Okay.
Mhm.
Which makes sense why it's an ear. If it was a zombie tongue.
No, that'd be good.
And would you really use it for speaking?
You could try. And maybe that's actually
or would
better.
you use it for other things?
Oh, right.
All right.
I hear you.
Because you got the earpiece.
So Sly, you back up towards the stairs.
I do.
Or sorry, Dex. Oh, you do too. Okay, so you both back up towards the stairs.
I pull my I draw my bow out and I notch an arrow.
Okay. So you can move, notch. You're good. Dex, you're just moving.
Yep, just moving up the stairs.
There aren't any zombies in sight, right?
Some are, but they're more in medium range. Like if you stay close, they'll be in range in 1, I suppose. Because their
Right.
movement is only immediate. So you could fire if you would like.
Sure.
From your present position rather than move and notch. You would be able to hit one. Let's do this.
Well, I have fleet of foot, so I think I can fire, but I have to spend something, don't I?
Yeah, you have to roll a standard difficulty. If you beat a standard difficulty, then you're good.
Okay, I will do that and see if I can move. So I'll try to move and fire.
Sounds good.
Here's for the fleet of foot.
Yep.
And natural 20.
Correct. Perfect.
Nice.
You can also have a major effect with it.
So in fact,
Sorry. Well, this is just a skill to see if you can do it.
well, can I have a major effect for moving? So I move pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. This is a weird one because it's really all it's meant to do is that you can do the thing.
But it
So-
also adds interesting narrative.
Oh no, you can definitely do it, but like I'm not gonna I don't think you should be able to damage them. But you
No,
can do
I
whatever you
won't
want.
do that with my major effect. My
Yeah,
major
go for whatever you want, and I'll tell you if it's fine. Sure.
So they're coming through a gate at us. Is that what I'm?
There's a few. So there's again up to the right. It sounds like there might be two banging through a cage, and it's sort of opening pretty easily.
Mhm.
To the left of you, between some gravestones, is one that has risen. He's just standing now. That's probably the one you want to shoot for. There are two to the right of you, a little farther back, but kind of in the same. And there's one maybe off to the front left of you.
Let's see if you'll run with this. So what I want to do is take my shot at the ones that are closest to me and go to where I see a pretty big headstone and see if I can push it over so it kind of leans against the gate or like crashes in front of the gate so it can't open all the way. So maybe it'll slow their entrance or even stop it.
That gate. Okay. You want to push over a headstone so it hits that. Yes, it's a massive headstone. It will be formidable. Now you have heavy lifting, which I'll let you apply.
Yeah, and then I'll do 2 tiers of effort too if I can.
Okay, you can do it. Yeah, it will be tough though. So formidable to intimidating. So yeah, it'll be difficult if you want.
So here's
you will knock it over. It might not stop them indefinitely, but it will.
Yeah, it'll slow them down. So maybe.
However, you will be running. Just so you're aware, you will be running into a little bit more into the fray. You're going to be pushing over the thing. There is one that would then be probably in more immediate range. However, because you have this 20, you could do that, and then you would still get your action. You could attack him, but that would leave you in immediate range for his.
All right, so that guy who's going to be closest to me when I get there, I want to take my shot at him, run past him, slam my shoulder into this rock, and see if it pushes over. So
that's fine,
what I'm
but
taking
you'd still end your turn in immediate range to
unless
that guy.
I kill that guy.
Unless you kill him. Yes.
Right. So here goes for my shot, 2 levels of effort, so I'm going to lower it by 2 tiers.
Okay.
So it's going to cost me one.
So yeah, he's level 3. So yeah, now it's a simple.
Actually, if he's level 3, yeah, it's a 1, so I need to roll 3.
Yeah.
So a success.
Yeah, success.
Okay, so I shoot him, and I'll spend another speed point, which does pierce.
Okay. So it adds 1 to your damage or something, right?
Yeah, I'll check out what pierce does, but we'll just say it does more damage.
I think it adds 1 to your damage. I'm pretty sure.
Pierce,
yeah, plus 1 damage.
So 7 points of damage.
Perfect.
And then I'm going to roll to see if I can slam into that rock.
Yeah, and again, so it's formidable. It's going to be lowered 1 tier, and then you're lowering it 2 tiers, so it's going to be a 12 or higher that you need.
So to lower it 2 tiers, because I only have an edge of 1, it's going to cost me 3 points.
Correct.
So
yeah, so it's going to be a total of, if you're lowering it 2 tiers, it's a total of 5 points.
Minus 1 for each one, because of my edge.
Correct, so yeah, it's going to cost you 3, you're right.
Okay, so, and my roll is a 14.
And that was formidable to intimidating to challenging. Correct. Yeah, you're good. So yeah, it does fall over. So describe that to us. So
so as I see everything happening and I see that they're moving slow. Dex backs up. I decide to move into the fray to hopefully slow the onslaught of the swarming zombies. I see one guy's in my way, so I line up a shot, shoot it, not even looking to see if it lands. I run past him. As I see, does his body die? Does he die? No, okay. I see my arrow sink into his shoulder.
Yeah,
as
you hit him and he kind of spins around.
And I basically body check this big cross old tombstone, and it breaks over and lands. It doesn't quite lean against the fence. It lands just in front of it so that the fence won't open all the way.
Yes, and it does look like it sort of slams a part of the fence that's stopping them, and you can guess that maybe for a round or even 2 rounds, they're still going to be pushing depending on how they get out. But yeah, you've definitely slowed them down a significant chunk. Cool. All right, Dex, you moved. Sly, you did that, and Liam, what do you want to do, buddy?
Okay, so my real plan was just to stand by and seeing that Dex to work with.
Yeah.
I was going to stand and just sort of protect him, but now that seeing that Sly is out there, he's in danger. Chase.
Danger.
Seeing that shot didn't kill the zombie, I would go up and attack that zombie.
Okay, now you won't be able to do both. because he had his fleet of foot and attack. That's why because it's medium range, right? So he could move and attack it as part of his fleet of foot. So you could either move to it or attack it from ranged if you had ranged.
So I would probably just get into
Position to kill it next round, maybe. Your audio.
Well.
What do you guys think he's saying?
Well, actually, that's a good. Pardon me. Sorry.
You keep cutting out.
That's why. Yeah, I can't. You basically
I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on with my mic.
No, it's not the mic.
Okay.
It's your internet for sure.
I guess I would just get myself in a spot that's more pleasing, rather than choosing to go after Sly or.
Okay.
So taunt it. You want to taunt it.
I mean, like, ooh, this brain is so delicious.
I got you.
That's true.
So you want to.
Juicy.
So you want to move to where Sly is, but kind of make some noise so that zombie attacks you instead of Sly. That's what you want to do. That's totally.
Yeah, because I also. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, basically, you're moving as your action, and then you're kind of doing a little bit of a bonus, which is fine because you're just talking. So sure. So you run up after seeing this whole thing kind of play out. You run up to where Sly is, and you look at the zombie, and you say to him, "What do you say, Mike?"
The sum of the square roots of any two sides of an isosceles triangle is equal to the square root of the two remaining sides. That's a right triangle, you idiot!
I don't know what you said, Mike, but I'm gonna assume it was something awesome. So you said that. Sorry, buddy, but your feed is so loud. Sorry.
And the ironic thing is, his Cipher is the Call of Cthulhu speaking one today. So
that's
really
right.
tough.
Yeah. So anyway, so Mike does that and distracts it. I'm going to say successfully. It will be turning towards you. So okay. So there we go. We have the two on the right are now pretty much. Now, Justin, how far away did you move? Did you run up the stairs like a medium range or what?
I moved casually. I mean, I went up a few steps. I'm not really running because I figure they're slow zombies. Hoping they're not 28 days later zombies.
No, and you can see that they don't seem to be. But the zombies that were on the right basically do a movement to the spot that you had just left. So now two zombies are at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay.
Sorry, no, three, because the one to the left also did the same. Now, the one to the left that came from the left kind of is looking behind at the fray behind you, but basically there are three zombies in front of you now within immediate range. Not cool. They can't attack and move, but that's where they are. So, the two in the cell, in the mausoleum, are like freaking out and trying to push it out, and they're pushing pretty damn hard on the thing. No. And it budges a bit, and one starts reaching out, but you can see they're still trapped behind there. And that leaves just the last one, who has been shot. He's got an arrow sticking out of him, and he turns to Liam, and he makes a swipe at Liam. And he is going to... He's a level 3 Liam, so roll for your defense on a level 3, which would be demanding, so 9. And if you'd like, you can lower it by 1 by...
And I do have an edge, so I should be able to lower it 2.
Perfect. So we're going to lower it 2, okay. So that's simple. So it's just going to be a 3 or higher. Perfect. So he goes to make a swipe pretty lazily because the arrow is kind of sticking out of him. And he misses.
Excellent.
There we go. And we're back at the top of the order. Dex.
All right, so I'm going to keep backing up the stairs.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good spot to be. Get the high ground.
Yeah. I mean, it is from like just the wall of the castle, so you are kind of backing yourself into a corner. But you know what? That's future Dex's problem.
Is it walled, the staircase?
No.
Or is it?
But it drops down. It's like the same as going up, as same as when you went up. It's basically like a single path with steep sides that you don't want to fall off of, and basically goes right up to the back of the castle, which is just that door that was locked.
That might
And
be
what
good
are-
for just pushing them over the edge, though.
That's also true.
That's what I'm thinking. What is what are they saying? What are the zombies saying?
Brains.
Brains?
Yeah.
All brains?
Well, sure, they're saying, get 'em! Well, see, the problem is, here's the problem. Let's pretend these were bandits. Bandits. What would the bandits be saying? You walk around that side and all, like, they're not really, and even if they were bandits and they were, like, really clever at planning and speaking a different language, I don't
That's
think they
true.
would say
That's
that.
true. Yeah, they wouldn't be
Sorry.
saying anything. No,
It is still
fine.
very neat.
I take off the earpiece and I throw it on the ground and I was like, "You're useless."
And now
No,
one
what?
turns to the other and says,
Wait, no.
no, they just, so they, okay, so yeah, you head up, and do you run up the stairs, like, how far do you go?
No, I walk a few steps back so that it doesn't look like they'd be able to get to me.
Okay.
And what do I have on me? I'm still kind of confused. I've got street clothes. I've got chalk. A laptop.
Your main character would start off with weapons. Do you remember what they were? You had light armor.
Oh, I had a slingshot from my other world.
So yeah, it would be the equivalent here, which could be a slingshot if you still wanted it, or it would be like a short bow or something. Like when you first rolled up the standard weapons, that would be just the same stuff.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'm just gonna keep backing up, and can I do an attack, or is that my move?
You can no, you can only do a move. Well, you can do a move or attack if you want. You don't have to move. You can attack instead.
All right. No. I'll back up.
Okay. So yeah, you back up.
Cool.
Perfect. Chris, Sly.
Okay. I'm going to actually just grab a rock that's near me and try to bash the one that's fighting Liam in the head.
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
So
A big chunk of the one that I broke, we're going to grab a chunk off the ground, run up to him and see if I can bash him in the skull.
okay.
This is a bludgeoning weapon.
Yeah. I suppose that should be medium then, eh?
Yeah, I think so.
Medium rock. Well, medium weapons are like. What's a medium weapon example?
Medium weapon is like a sword, I believe. Like not a big sword, like a regular sword or a...
Yeah. I don't know. Sword and rock. I feel like a rock would probably be a light weapon.
Depends how big the rock is.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking. Because you have heavy lifting, maybe you pick up a bigger rock. Yeah. All right. Let's try it. Let's say medium.
Like
But
what
only
would
for
a
you.
hammer be? A hammer wouldn't be a light
Hammer
weapon.
would be medium. Like if it, like I'm
So I
thinking
feel
like
if
a
you like
sledgehammer.
like a 10-pound rock.
Yeah, a 10-pound sledge would be. I'm gonna say your character it will be a medium because you'll pick up a bigger rock because you literally your thing excels in physical strength or something like that.
Right. So I'm going to hit him with the rock and use fleet of foot. So here's for fleet of foot first to see if that'll work.
Okay.
Success. And here's for
Success.
hit him in the head with a rock. You know what? Yeah, that'll work. Here we go. And it's a fail.
Okay.
So
So
I
you
go-
go to swing. Oh, what's the critical fail? Is it 1 and 2 or just 1?
Let's say 1.
I
don't know. I don't think it's 2. Wait, you could do a intrusion.
Or like a minor?
Yeah. Well, I want to know if it's a free intrusion. That's why.
No, it's not a free intrusion. Only on
Okay.
minors.
And I'm still gonna say, do you want to do an intrusion?
Barring hitting Liam with the rock, yes.
It will be hitting Liam with the rock.
Then I will take it and give Liam the point. Sorry.
Perfect. So it is because of your it excels in strength. You pick up the rock with ease, and you think yes. But the one thing you didn't consider. Oh, you know what? No, it doesn't matter because you rolled a 2. The one thing you did not consider is that the follow through was it got out of you a little bit, and it actually falls out of your hand, and it hits Liam pretty painfully. I'm going to say for the same damage. So 4 medium minus whatever armor you have. So 4
Can we
damage-
say instead I like fall through and I land it on his foot? 'Cause I think that'd be funny.
Sure, but same damage.
Yeah.
And now he's pinned.
As I'm still running by because I did fleet of foot. Sorry, Liam.
Sorry, Liam.
Yeah, so for my fleet of foot, I will actually just move into... I can't just leave Liam there. So I will just run, like, as if I ran past him and see that he's been pinned and just kind of turn back. I haven't gone back to him, but clearly I'm going to go back to him.
Okay, so you just kind of get distance so that that zombie can't immediately turn and attack you.
That's right.
Okay, and Liam, you are now, you just took 4 points of damage, and you are in pain. And you have a zombie right in front of you.
Liam, you get a point of experience too, though.
It's true.
I do, in fact. That's exciting. How's my mic doing? Is it cutting out stuff?
Now it's okay.
It was good.
Thank you for questioning that. Oh, now it's cutting out again?
No, you're good. Just use it now while it's still working.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so knowing the panic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to and try to take out the legs of the zombie. To take out the leg, and then as it falls over the head, bring it down to my... Because I get 2 attacks.
Oh, right. Okay, so you're going to spend one of your attacks sweeping the leg of the zombie and the other attack hitting it. Right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. You did cut out.
That makes sense to me right at this moment, yes.
Yeah, and you got light weapons.
So... I do.
Okay.
So it lowers the thing by 1.
That's right. Okay.
And I probably I will use effort as well because I would be panicking at this point.
Okay.
So let me roll those. Come on, show up. What did we get there? A 14 and a...
Yeah. So both are successful.
Nice.
Yeah, both are successful, and you have light weapons, right? So they're two damage each.
2 damage each, so that'd be a total of 4. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so yeah, you sweep out his legs with your free foot. Your other foot's just kind of there.
No.
And he falls down, and you bash him in the head, and he kind of falls down, and he's still alive, but he's just kind of like, and he's kind of listlessly grabbing for your leg.
I will take that and try to get myself free, correct?
What's that, sorry?
Well, because I can't attack again. So...
You can't do anything again. Because you attacked.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what you're saying, because you keep cutting out. Okay, so... Yes.
Good job, Mike.
Yes, very good. So he's green-bloodied. So Justin, you have your back up the stairs, and the 2 zombies that are coming to the bottom just going to come up, and again, they're now in your immediate range. The zombie that's on the ground, Mike, in front of you, kind of starts trying to scratch at your legs. So you can do a dodge roll. Let me read that in a second. So, Mike, you can do a dodge roll for him. Again, it's level 3.
All right. Well, again, I do have speed defense as well. I don't know if I can apply it being pinned, but I feel like I can.
Yep. Anytime you have speed defense, you can lower it 1.
There we go. Oh.
So success. Okay, so he makes kind of a... Oh, there's 2, but you only needed 1 anyway. But he makes kind of a half-hearted swipe at your legs, and you just kind of pull your leg back. No big difficulty. The one at the bottom of the stairs is now walking down towards where you guys are at, and basically ends its turn in immediate range to you, Mike. He's kind of turning like... And the 2 in the cell are now... one of them is pretty much out. The other one is still trying to get out. And there we go. So figure out who wants to go first this time.
Up to you guys.
I want to get close to Dex to help him out because it looks
I'll
like.
be okay. Yeah.
All right. Well, then I will shoot at the one that's Liam's closest to. But I want to make a brain shot.
You want to hit it in the brain?
Definitely the brain.
Okay, that's going to be 1 tier more difficult.
Sounds good, but I'm still going to lower it by 2 tiers.
Okay. It's only 1 every time you lower it by 2.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess that's fair because you're 2 effort. We mathed that out, right?
And 2 edge, yeah. 2 effort.
So this is the one that's on the ground in front of Mike or the one behind Mike? Sorry.
Whichever one looks like it's not the one on the ground because the one on the ground seems less threatening.
Okay, so the one past him.
Yeah. All right, and 8.
You lowered it by 2 tiers?
You raised it, so I lowered it by 1 tier.
Yeah.
Total.
Okay. Yep. So it hits.
And
Thunk.
drops him?
No.
Well, I hit
hits
a
him
brain
in the
shot.
head.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a very good shot. How much damage does it do though?
7, because I'll use the extra XP.
So no, it does. It goes right into his brain, and he's like, ooh, but it does not kill him.
Okay.
So they're not zombies in that sense, because that would be weird if you could just shoot everything in the head and they would die instantly. Especially because it only lowers it 1 tier. So he is now.
So what
down,
benefited me from what benefited me from doing a headshot? If you're gonna make it more difficult, what benefit is it?
Didn't. Why'd you do it? These guys have a specific way. These guys have a specific way to be like killed, but you can't insta kill it in that way, unfortunately.
Okay.
But it's something that I would have tried as well. So it was a good thing you tried it.
Yeah. Now I know.
Yeah. The same way that if you tried to stake Dracula, it might not have worked.
It might not have worked.
What?
Yep.
What?
Fair enough.
Okay. Justin.
Yes.
Sure.
Sweet. Okay, so I'm going to say, you guys want brains? You guys want brains, eh? Come and get it. Come and get it. Come and get it. I'm pretty high up the steps, and I am going to, as they are drawing closer and closer, I'm going to jump off the steps and use the revision, I think it's called, the paradox skill called Levitate Creature, and I'm going to use it on myself.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So I'm just getting some momentum so that I'm going kind of off. I'm just levitating it in a direction, like off to the side of the enclosure.
Yeah. So basically, you're going to jump in the air, use it on yourself, and then kind of just float over the side so that hopefully they come at you, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So maybe they'll fall off.
You can definitely use it on yourself.
Yeah.
Because I read that.
Okay.
But you can't hover over a chasm.
Oh right, yeah. I'll
it's
be
levitate, not fly. It says a
so I can levitate and then I'll fall.
A levitating target hovers just above the ground, able to take actions, but unable to gain purchase through physical contact. So you can go just above the ground.
Okay.
But you can't go over a pit. Because I think that would also think about it, right?
Yeah.
It's basically fly. You can just fly over massive holes.
Would I fall down to the ground?
You probably would, yeah.
And then I'd hurt myself?
Yeah, I would.
Or would I land like?
No, I don't think it allowed you to jump from infinite heights and just kind of soft cushion.
Unless I did it like right at the bottom. No, I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to use it on one of.
Well, what I will say is if you want, it should be just above the ground. But because I like it and I think it's a clever idea, I will say that you can levitate like over them, but it would be like and then you're kind of, I don't know if you want to do that, but then you can jump over them too.
I'll do that. That's in line with my
thinking, yeah.
My original thinking.
I get what you're thinking, and that would be very cool to be like, come to me, but...
Yes. Yeah, no, you're definitely right. I remember saying that.
Get them all here and kill them all at once, and then you're done.
All right, so I'm going to use some intellect to effort. So I only got to spend 1 because I've got edge 2.
Yeah.
And then it also costs 1.
Levitate creature is 2 intellect points.
2, my bad.
Yeah.
And then 1 for effort, and now I'm down to 13, and I am going to roll. And does it say what I roll for?
You have to. It says on a successful attack, the target rolls. So you're kind of attacking yourself.
It says that I don't have to attack. It said that in that.
No, but it still needs a success. But you know what? Either way, an 18 is going to succeed because even if it's against yourself, 18 will succeed. So yeah. So you cast it on yourself. What happens?
Okay, so I begin to levitate off the ground, kind of like Dracula did earlier. I was like, "Oh, sweet! I can do this!" And I just, with the back of my heel, I push myself forward, and I'm really not too sure if it's gonna work or if the zombies are gonna be able to grab me out of the air. But
they're kind of more just shocked at first, and they're like, huh? And you kind of fly over them.
Yeah, and then I land back on the ground.
Yeah,
and I guess I keep on moving in the same direction towards the courtyard.
Yes, but you're gonna, so you move down a few steps, but you are still in relative range because you moved basically you used a revision as your action to levitate over them and kind of deke them. So that would be a bit of your move. You did move a little bit, but they're still in range.
Okay.
Of you, yeah.
Hopefully, I'll just have confused them enough that they don't.
I will give. Yeah, I'll say when it's their turn, I'll give them a negative to attack you because they're confused a bit, maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
I get what you're trying to do with it, so I like that.
Cool. I'm going to
Mike. Mr. Choppy Blocky.
See. All right, so hopefully, so again, I can't imagine I'm pinned too badly because it was only a 10-pound piece of rock. Correct.
Yeah, no, you're not. Okay, let me clarify. You're not pinned. You just couldn't move that turn. Your foot's loose now. You just wouldn't be able to. Let's say pinnage in the sense of a move you couldn't move. Put it that way.
Okay, so again, I still got the one that was getting my leg, so I will try to take that one out. Bashing.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm going to give you a bonus to attack because he's lying at your foot.
Yeah.
Meaning it'll be lowered 1 tier.
All right. So I have a 4 and a 10, and so they'd be lowered 2 tiers because the nightsticks lower it.
Yes. Okay, so you look down at him at your feet, and you grab a stick. You grab one of your sticks, and you attack him twice, but after the first connection with his head, it just pops all over your legs, and you're like, oh. And then your other one, you don't even really have to.
Okay, so what I want to do now then is, because again, Dracula said he doesn't know what, like he's got some rival, something causing the zombies. So I want to look around to see if there is like a glowing stone or something that's creating the zombies.
Okay.
To them just, because like, what is it that created them? Was it a guy that just wrote, like, had them rise and then he left, or is there actually an object that we could destroy to...
Good thinking. Okay, so you take a look around, and I'll say, because it's just like a perception, that I'll let you do it this turn rather than waste the whole turn doing it. So give me a perception roll of... well,
let's do it as an 18.
An 18? No, it'll be like
no, that's
12.
what I rolled.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, so no, what you take a look for a second, and this kind of thought dawns on you, and you take a look around, and you see something odd. You see graves just beyond this kind of little deeper into the graveyard, but they're open, but not in a way that the zombies have come out. They look dug, freshly dug. And for a second, you think on it, and you kind of realize maybe these zombies are evil and out, but they seem like they might be reacting to someone interfering with their resting site.
Right. Okay. So I will shout out, and when I can move, I will say, we need to go check out these graves and see if exactly that. See what's causing these zombies. Maybe they just want their beds back.
Bed Bath and Beyond. Bed Bath and Beyond. Okay.
Because
Perfect.
maybe they're just restless.
They could just be
They're
restless.
just
They're
cranky
restless
because they haven't been sleeping.
Okay, so we have Chris, Justin, and Liam, or sorry, Sly, Dex, and Liam. You guys have already done. Okay, so the zombies. So Mike, the one that Chris shot at beside you, the one that now has an arrow stuck in his head, kind of leaches forward to you and makes an attack. So again, his attack is a level 3. You have a speed defense of 1, which will lower it to 6.
I'm sorry. Had I known that one was there, I would have used my second attack on him after the first, but it's cool. 9 for my defense.
9 for your defense is a success. So he takes a swipe, and you kind of just lean to the side. Which actually brings up a good question. Is it dual wield? Can you use one on one and one on the other?
Yeah, because it just says 2 attacks. You get to attack twice.
Because you still have to divide the damage, so it's not really beneficial.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it makes sense. Okay, and perfect. So that one makes a slice at you. The one that kind of is leaking out of the thing, the one that was out, steps towards you, Michael, and now he's in immediate range, and the other one exits the mausoleum.
So we haven't killed one yet, right? Is that right?
Yes, you killed one at the feet of Michael.
So it did die. So it is. We are capable of doing it, but there might be an easier way. Is what Mike's yelling out.
Possibly. Yeah, that's what he's yelling out, yeah. So, Justin, you have floated above these monsters, these zombies, and you've landed on the other side. You're still in range. I'm going to be nice, and I'm going to say one of them is just tototally awestruck. And he's like, "Huh? Huh?" And he's just kind of, he turns to you, but he doesn't even do anything. He's just kind of like,
Okay.
"Huh?" The other one doesn't buy your shit and attacks you.
Damn it. Okay.
But 1 out of 2 ain't bad.
That's right.
So we'll say so he's attacking you level 3, same as
Level 3. Okay. See me rolling. No, it's a hit.
Oh, okay, so he hits you and he does 3 points of damage.
3 points of damage.
Yeah, so and he just slices right across your chest.
All right. So I start floating in that direction.
Oh, you're doing your
I'm still hovering.
Okay. Oh,
Because it's a maintained sort of thing.
then no. If you're still hovering, he can't touch you because you can't have physical contact with a levitating creature.
Oh. Okay. So he just kind of knocks me to the side.
No, he doesn't even do anything. He goes to swipe at you, and it's just air. However, you need to continue rolling every time and spending intellectual points every time. Just
on every turn, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet.
Perfect. And that's all of them. So the one next to Michael attacked and missed. The one came next to Michael. The other one left the mausoleum. The 2 tried to swipe at you, and you didn't even get touched. So back at the top, Sly, what you want to do?
Is there something I can climb up on?
Yeah, there's plenty of stuff, and I think you have climbing as one of your benefits anyway. So yeah.
So I'm going to look for a... You know what? Yeah, plus climbing. I do have climbing. I'm going to look for a mausoleum that I can climb up on and shoot from the height. I probably won't be able to shoot this round. Actually, I could shoot then move, right?
If you wanted to use fleet of foot, yeah.
All right, so I'll roll for the fleet of foot.
Okay.
19.
So success, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I think you get a minor plus or something like that.
Yeah, okay. So the minor plus, can I start climbing this round then as well?
Yeah, you know what?
Like
As
I move
minor
super
plus,
quick?
I won't, because normally I would make you climb, like roll a climb, because it's above their reach.
Yeah.
You don't have to. You climb it, scale it, no problem.
Okay, then I'll make my shot from up there.
Perfect.
And 2 tiers down.
So there's one. Okay, there's one next to Mike, and there's one in front of Mike, and there's one in front of the mausoleum. Which
Definitely
one are you
the one... Well, if I can get around the guy and onto the mausoleum without being an attack, then I will take that route. But if I feel like he's going to swing at me as I go by...
No, you're more off to the side. You actually, Mike and the 2 zombies are relatively...
Then the one
fighting Mike, then definitely. Okay, so the one that just last attacked Mike, because they're both within attack range, but the one that last hit.
So 18, I think, gives me extra damage, not a minor effect. I think 19 is a minor effect in damage.
Yes, so you can do more damage, and this is the one that you have shot in the head already too.
Right, so I'll do the 3 points, so 9 points of damage.
Okay, so yeah, you pop him right in the head, and or wherever you want to. No, actually, this time you do hit him in the head again. And it goes right through, and he just falls over dead right before your eyes, Mike, as you're like ready to go, and you're like, oh, because you didn't even notice he climbed and scaled and shot in such a quick time. And yeah, totally dead. Brains on the sidewalk.
And I yelled to Liam. I said, Liam, get up here with me. We can knock them off as they come up. Liam finishes his biscuit.
And so I will. Is it my turn now?
Yeah, it's your turn now.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then absolutely, I will do that. Because again, sorry, I had to pee. Not sure where we are. So I would be climbing up and making my way to those open graves. Probably.
Okay.
Not sure where we are, but probably rushing right by.
I'm not actually at the open graves. I ran to a mausoleum and jumped on top of it and made a shot from there. But if you're going to the open graves, that's a good idea as well.
Yeah. That's
so
where I would be heading.
You'll be moving past 2 zombies, but as we talked about in the first level, there's no, or in the first game, in the first level, there's no penalty to slipping by them. So basically, yeah, you would just walk.
If I can, I will take 2 attacks and again take out legs as I go.
No, if you want it, you can either move or you can attack. Okay, you don't have fleet of foot, do you?
Nope. No, I'll just move.
No, so you just move. Okay, so yeah, so you can pretty easily move past them. I mean, you do dodge, don't get me wrong, it's not easy, but you kind of dodge left and right as you kind of...
I just make it look good.
You just make it look cool. It's all slow motion. And you make it over to the graves, and as you approach, you see all these graves that have been dug up. You see a shovel sticking in a pile of dirt next to one. And, yeah, you make it there pretty easily. And Justin, you're still levitating.
I'm still levitating now. Can I push the zombie and push myself away?
No. If you're levitating, they can't swipe at you, but you equally can't push them.
Okay. All right. In that case, I am going to drop down.
Okay.
And run like a girl.
Okay.
That is good at running. Or
yeah, I was going to say sexist. Okay, so you're going to run back down the hill, and yeah, that's no problem. So you make it down to the bottom, or the stairs, I should say.
Yeah,
and back down the stairs.
Yeah, so like surveying, there's 2 dead zombies, right?
Yeah, so now looking forward, around kind of the back of a little mausoleum, which is where Liam had just run from, you see 2 dead zombies. You see 1 zombie now relatively close. It's still within medium range, but he's now exited the mausoleum, and you see the other zombie where Liam had just left, and then 2 in front of that area. And you see Sly standing on top of a mausoleum with a bow.
And I kind of like, as I'm running, go to Sly, like, what's going on?
Okay.
Why are you up there?
So the 2 zombies on the stairs turn around and start shambling down, and now they're in your area roughly. Actually, they're still a little bit behind you. The 2 zombies that saw Liam run by them turn to Liam and begin walking towards him because they wouldn't really. I don't think they'd turn to Sly. And yeah, that's it. They're not in range right now. Liam, one of them now is in your range. The one that was coming from the mausoleum is now near you. The other one is still medium distance. And Justin, actually, I'm going to say the 2 that were coming down the stairs, because you didn't go that far up, are now in immediate distance too. You can move out again with a penalty, but if you stayed in this square, they would attack you too.
Okay.
So Dex, could you hypothetically levitate them and we push them over the graves and drop them in there?
Well, technically, I can't move them.
But I could maybe move them?
You can levitate them. You just can't touch them while you're levitating.
So I can move them.
Okay. I don't know if you... Yeah, because it says that they can't gain purchase.
No. No, they can't. Like, basically, when you lift them off the ground, they can't be moved, right? But what you can do is you can, like, if you wanted to pick one up and move him over somewhere you wanted him, and then dropped him, and someone could be shooting at him or something like that. You just can't levitate yourself and be pushing them. And equally, if you levitated one and brought it towards you, he can't attack you because he can't be touched. He can't touch you.
Okay.
Like that.
All right. Yeah, so I guess not.
Okay.
So what are we trying to do, Liam?
Well, I'm trying to stay away from the zombies so they don't eat my brains. I suggest you getting up. I'm not Liam.
But okay, no, Sly, I'll take your answer. Liam looked like he had an idea, though.
Yeah, again, at this point, I don't think I necessarily want to kill them. Now I'm feeling bad for killing one because I think, again, if all we're trying to do is let them rest, I want to be not necessarily attacking the two that are coming near me, but I want to be dodging them and looking in the graves, the open graves, to see if there's another way we could end this. Because they are just sad, sorry, unhappy, unrested souls.
So, okay, I gotta look around. You already looked around to see what the answer is.
No, I haven't got that far yet, I don't think.
No?
I've seen the graves, I've seen the shovel, but I haven't seen inside the graves, and I haven't necessarily looked too much.
Alright, I'm gonna keep running, but can I run and do like an intellect roll, or is that too much?
Yeah, of course you can, if you want. You can't do your, like, ability of...
Yeah, no. I'm just gonna do like a regular intellect roll on the area.
Yeah, of course.
See what's going on. If there's any hints. I'm gonna use effort, and I'm rolling. Natural 20.
Oh, nice. So, give me the exact question that you're pondering as you run, and I can see if I can answer it with a natural 20.
How can we end this conflict without killing the zombies?
Okay, so you ponder as you run, and you realize, yeah, there's no way.
Perfect. Okay.
Good to know.
Yeah. These zombies, sure, they were taken from their homes in an unfair way because they might have been dug up for some reason, but they're pure nonsense now. They're absolute monsters.
Okay, cool. And as a major effect, I shout Eureka and say, we gotta kill them!
You can, as a major effect, you can... Yeah, that's a tough, because you're not doing more damage. You can, I don't know.
I move a little bit further than just immediate distance away.
Sure, you move next to Liam. You run all that way.
Perfect.
If you want, I don't know.
Woo! I didn't know I could run that fast, man. How you doing over here?
All right, Sly and Liam. So again, remember, Liam, you're next to a zombie. You have one medium distance behind you. There are two steps, which are now probably two at the bottom of the steps, which are now probably like long distance behind you. And Sly, you can pretty much see all this from your vantage point, which is off to the left of your original path.
All right, well, I guess I will, heeding Dex's words, Eureka, I believe I will just start bashing them. I'm sorry, I know you're in pain, I'm sorry. This is for your own good, believe me, this hurts me more than it hurts you.
Okay, so he's right next to you, so yeah. So you turn to him and whack!
Oh, 11 and 2.
I like how Justin's leaving his natural 20 on there. You should leave it.
Yeah.
Perfect. So now I'm going to say you lowered it naturally 1 for your attack, but you didn't spend anything else, correct? Well, you didn't. I didn't hear you say anything, unless you cut out. But I don't know what you're saying. So we're going to say 1 definitely hits, 1 does not. So you're going to do damage to it once, which I believe is a 2, because it is a light weapon. And yeah, right. I think that's probably right. Right, people who can talk?
Yeah,
I can talk. Yeah, sounds
we
right.
agree.
Perfect. So you smash him in the head. His green blood cracks and starts leaking out of his skull, and he just stands there pissed off. And your other swipe misses. Sorry, I should clarify. Your other one goes. He just kind of leans as he does. And the other one moves. Oh, sorry, it's Sly's turn.
Oh, that's me. Oh my god. I just want to be Dex and Liam. Okay, so I see these guys struggling with them zombies. I want to help them get up onto the mausoleum. So can I take a shot? They're far away. They're not coming towards me at all?
No, you're kind of like off to the side. They're running up to where the grave is.
Alright, then I'll just Legolas from up here and take another shot.
Legolas!
Legolas!
Okay, are you lowering it by anything or anything like
by
that?
2 tiers.
By 2 tiers, okay. Perfect. And are you shooting... Okay, you're shooting the one that Mike just attacked?
Whichever one is, closest to them.
Perfect. Okay, and what's your total damage?
6. I'm not adding anything to it.
Okay. Perfect. So, yeah, your arrow sings by his, Liam's head, and with a thunk, Liam, you see the arrow pierce the chest of the zombie right in front of you. And he kind of looks up to Sly and then back at you. And that's all he does. So the other zombie that's a bit of a distance away now moves into your zone with Dex and Liam. The other two move to the middle area where Liam was pinned by the rock and where the mausoleum is. And actually where they move now, based on your position and the mausoleum that Liam was a bit behind, they're a bit tough to see for you, Sly. And the zombie that just got shot and hit attacks you, Liam. So you will have to roll a level 3 defense. If you're there.
Successfully.
You there? Oh, there you go.
And again, I'll just lower it by my speed defense.
Okay.
And I will do it.
So you succeed. And I believe that's a minor bonus or whatever it's called.
Right, so I will just do it so gracefully that I actually better position to maybe be able to push.
To push him into the grave, I'm going to guess that's what you're saying?
That's what I heard.
That's what I
Sure. Yeah, I think that's fair. You want to use use your minor effect to kind of to shift a little bit. The other option I will give you, if you'd like, is that in hitting him, you kind of scare him, and you get the impression that he might try to flee rather than attack you next round.
Sure.
Okay. So you'll take that one instead? Perfect. Okay. So that was that monster, and all the other monsters have moved. Now, who wants to go first?
I'll go. I'm just gonna start blasting them with my mind powers.
Do it.
Okay.
Who's got the most arrows sticking out of him?
Right now it would be the one in front of Mike.
All right, I'm gonna
Liam.
steal. I'm gonna steal Chris's kill or Sly's kill, and I'm gonna use what's that skill called? I want to say Eviscerate, but I know that's not it. Exception.
Yeah. But Eviscerate
All right.
sounds cooler.
Does.
It does. I'm gonna call it Eviscerate. So I'm gonna use Eviscerate, and I have to roll against. It's 2 intellect to begin with, and then I have to roll against.
Eviscerate
1
sounds
intellect.
like
Okay.
Setting
Sounds
up
like
my
what?
mixer. Eviscerate.
Okay, and here goes. I'm using 1 level of effort, and it costs 1 intellect point, so I'm down 2, and rolling 17.
Success. And how much damage does it do?
4 damage.
All of them.
All of the damages?
All the damage.
Okay, but you rolled a 17, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh,
okay.
Man.
So
that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna use effort on the damage, not on the actual roll, but I said.
Well, either way, you pop it, and it green blood splashes out of its chest, and it falls over dead.
Ooh. How do I know it's green?
Because it looks green in black and white.
Okay.
Those dice look green in black and white.
It's like Pleasantville.
Yeah. It's all chocolate syrup.
That's right. Things are changing. I just noticed that his 20 is bigger than his 17. Is that the case for all rolls? Like, does it progressively get smaller?
It's only when you cheat. Interesting. Interesting.
Oh, so that's what's happening.
You just put on a different overlay. That actually would work.
That would work.
Interesting.
Who would do that?
Yeah, but
Sly?
Weird digestions are bigger than ours.
Yeah, okay. I will make it, it's, I will make another killing motion towards his zombie.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, stop wasting them. Alright, and down by 2 tiers, and here goes.
Okay, success.
And I noticed my quiver's starting to get a little empty.
Are you counting your shots?
No, but I want to pretend I have been. So I'm going to say I have, how many arrows can you really carry? I'm going to say I got 5 more arrows.
Sure. So which one were you shooting at, sorry?
The one that looked the toughest.
So the other one, okay, so you haven't hit it yet. Now you first hit it, and which one, how much damage did you do? 6 points. Perfect. So you shoot it in the back, and it's like, and that's it. Liam.
Can I do an intellect? Like, is this working? Are we killing them slowly? Or is it only when I make contact to the head? Like, does it seem like I've shot him with as much damage? I mean, not to meta it too much, but...
Yeah, you get the feeling that most of these are dead, yeah.
Like, it's working, what we're doing.
Yeah, you think so. If you want, you can give an intellect roll, sure.
Sure, I can wait for my turn, though.
Okay. Liam?
Alright, so I've got the one that's really close to me that you said it looks like it's going to turn and run. So I'm just going to be like, ah!
Oh, that one got eviscerated by Dex. So, but there is still one behind you.
Oh. I'll just turn and hit it twice. And again, apologize to it. Let it know.
You can still yell at it.
Yeah, I still will.
Okay. So yeah, go for it. It also has an arrow sticking in its back.
Wait for it. There we go.
Okay. So one miss.
Again, probably 1 success and 1 not.
So the first one misses. The second one hits. And again, you hear a pop, and that's 2 damage, right? Perfect. Yes. And it kind of, again, it reels back a little bit, and it looks pissed. And you look into its eyes, and they seem a little almost red. Because of the blood, that maybe, but it's black and white, so how the fuck would you know? I keep forgetting that. Okay, so this one gets pissed off, and he takes a big swipe at you, Liam. Roll for dodge on a level 3. And you can, again, lower it with 1 speed defense, so it's going to be 6 or under you want to get.
Get out of dodge.
Wow. Ooh.
Oh.
I'm going to spend an XP and re-roll that.
I'm going to...
He gets a free intrusion.
No, because I get a free intrusion, don't I?
Yeah.
Oh, if he keeps it. If he keeps it.
Does it? Or can he re-roll a 1?
I don't know.
I feel like you shouldn't be able to re-roll a 1, otherwise why...
You know what? I agree with that. I think re-rolling a 1 kind of negates the whole benefit, the whole negative of getting a 1, because you just always re-roll.
Sorry,
so I'm going to say this. Mike, to be fair, I will, because we didn't cover this before, I will say you can re-roll it, but I'm still going to get an intrusion if you'd like. And you still have to spend the XP. Or, actually, you know what? No, you can't, because then you know you're going to get it back. Oh, no, because it's a free intrusion. No, I'm going to say you have to keep it. I think for ones you should have to keep it.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. And I got the perfect one. So I'm very happy about that. So, you go to take a swing at this one, and it misses. Oh, sorry, this was attacking you, wasn't it? It hits you for a total of 3 points of damage. It takes a big swipe out of you. And then you feel something. A sharp pain in the back of your Achilles tendon, as the one you thought dead bites your heel for another 3 points of damage.
Ow.
And you turn around looking at it, only to see that the one you thought was dead, that did get to 0 hit points or whatever, is not dead.
Ooh, he's not dead. Let's get him.
Yes, let's.
You all right there, Liam? Probably is. I'm gonna say, yeah. Yeah, he's good. Cut out there again, Mike.
He's good. So that was those two. The other two that were kind of out of reach of Sly's bow lunge forward, and they're now in range of you two as well. So now you have 3 fully alive zombies, one that you thought was dead, and and we got an intrusion from Gabe. Gabe Ruiz has an intrusion for you.
What?
For you, Sly. This is
Right.
Sly.
So, Sly, you realize there's something actually that's behind you, and looking behind, you notice that a zombie has pushed himself up onto the mausoleum top, dressed in what looks to be like a weird leather jacket almost, but you can't quite see the color, but it's a bit dark, and it's got curly hair and stuff like that, and you can't quite make out what it says, but for some reason it's going. And then he takes a attack at you.
Oh,
Thank you, Gabe. Thank you for that.
Now, do the community intrusions give us XP? They do, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Do they? Sure. I think the thing with the community intrusions is that you don't get a choice. That's how I'll rule on that. You'll still get an XP, but it kind of negates the whole point if they write this whole thing and then you.
Yeah.
Mike, I will give you my XP, the extra one. Liam gets it. Yeah, Liam gets it for his stick to it withness.
Stick to it.
Stick-to-it-ness.
You know what I'm trying to say.
Stick it to it.
Very kind.
Yeah. And I will try to do a dodge defense.
Okay, yeah, and it's going to be, again, demanding, so level 3. Demanding.
I'm trained in it, so it's level 2. Success.
Yes, for your speed defense? Yes, success. So he goes to take a weird thriller-esque swipe at you, and you kind of dodge it to the side. And that's that. So those are all the zombies' turns. So again, just to reiterate, Liam, you have one that's still locked onto your Achilles tendon, one that just swiped at your chest. Dex is also right here, and now you have 2 more that have moved into that square too. So you have a total of 4 around you. And Sly, you have 1 with you on the mausoleum.
I'll go first. Because no one else is going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the one on the mausoleum, and am I near the edge?
Yeah. It's like
I'm going
edge
to throw
all
him
around.
off. I'm just going to literally pick him up and go, Ugh!
Sure. I'll tell you now, it won't do much damage to him, because it's kind of like, But
no, I'm not on the mausoleum's not on the cliff edge.
No. But it'll still, it'll take a few rounds for him to get back up on top of it. And then when he does that, you just really have to kind of knock him.
That's right. Just keep kicking him.
It won't kill him throwing off, because really it's just kind of like this high, right? Because that's how you got up.
Right. So unless I make him land on his face.
Or on if he bangs his head. If you get a natural 20 or a 19 or an 18 or even a 17, I'll say he can bash his head, and that will do damage, but I don't think it will insta-kill him. But anyway, go for it. So lift him up. I'll just say it's going to be the same as his level, demanding.
Right. So I want to lift him up over my head and throw him off, just to be clear.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I feel like he'll still be like fighting back, but yeah.
Better
I mean,
yet,
I
I want to make sure it does damage, so I'm going to grab him.
Well, here's my thinking. If
jump
I
off
said,
and try to
hold on.
slam his head.
If I said a creature picked you up,
Yeah.
if I said a creature picked you up and threw you, what would you feel that you should be able to do within that time frame? Do you think
roll
you
a
should
defense.
if he succeeds the roll and that's it?
Yeah, but you would pick a difficulty class that you think would be reasonable.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make it a little higher because I don't.
Yeah,
think
like I wouldn't keep it at 3. I would move it to like.
This is what I'm gonna say.
4
Then
or 5.
I'm going to say it's a level 5.
Yeah.
But sorry, no, I'm gonna say it's a level 6. But because you have heavy lifting, it's going to be lowered to level 5 because I think that would come into play.
Yeah, and I'll use 1 tier of effort.
Okay, so it's going to be level 4, 12 or above.
Worth it. Use an XP point to reroll.
Okay.
Success.
Okay,
Hey.
that works. Yeah, so that succeeds. So you pick him up and you toss him off the edge while screaming, "Thriller sucks!" And he kind of smashes against a thing, and he seems like he probably did a bit of damage, but not much.
It would hurt so bad.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, all right, fair enough.
it's like falling off a not even a one-story building.
2 stories when he's over my head.
Yeah, well, it did damage, but it didn't insta-kill him. Because these guys, at least you must know, have over 10 points, at least.
Right.
And even a heavy weapon, that means like an axe or like a heavy hammer in his forehead wouldn't kill him in one go. I don't think throwing him off the roof. Anyway, I don't need to justify it.
I'm the
That
GM.
slides move, Dex, Liam, what do you cats want to do?
Can I just, before the end of my turn, go, Mr. Narrator, can you help us out a little bit? You're really not helping. See if that works.
And the narrator says, as our 3 heroes asked the narrator for help, the narrator simply sat back, took a long sip from his cup of tea, and smirked, knowing that he warned them many times to be overly cautious about this part of the world. The narrator smiled, thinking to himself, nah, fuck these guys. And he leaned back to continue the book.
I want to take my arrow and look for that one spot in the sky that I can the Hunger Games it.
Did they do that in the Hunger Games?
I haven't seen it yet, so don't spoil it.
Oh, me neither. Oh, I hope they do.
Sly hasn't done it.
Dex, Liam, what do you cats want to do?
I am going to... well, one of them just came back to life when I thought I killed it.
Yep.
So I'm going to stomp its head in.
Perfect.
With my foot.
Go for it.
My foot.
Wait, you want to stomp it with your foot?
Whoa.
I know it's a little forward, but doggy's here. All right, and just gonna roll away. 50.
Okay, so again, you stomp it, and you feel a squish beneath your foot, and it looks dead. All right.
Okay.
Liam. It's frozen. Okay, so you're going to stomp on it as well. Liam, give us a big old stompy poo, and you get dual attacks, so you can basically roll twice.
Now, I believe there is a thing about 2 people being next to each other that's a little easier.
Advantage?
If we're both attacking the same target.
Yeah, no. So you stomp him twice. Gosh! Gosh! And you think he's probably dead, but his chest is like collapsing, and you know, kind of wiggles there. He looks dead, but then again, they're zombies. Okay, interesting twist. Actually, I might as well just tell you guys. I don't know if it was meant to be a secret, but I kind of wanted to play it as such to give it a little bit of twist. Now that the twist has happened, I don't really care. Basically, with zombies, from the core rulebook, sorry, not the core rulebook, the bestiary, the strange bestiary, zombies if you have an attack that would reduce a zombie's health to 0, aka kill it, it only does so if you attacked on an even number. So the reason that that zombie came back is because he was killed with a 9 or something like that. So he still has 1, including the attack just done by Justin, just done by Liam twice. They keep stomping this guy to like bits, but he's actually not dead. Just so as you know.
You're just turning him into the blob.
You're just turning him into the blob.
Oh no, that's even
So,
worse.
like his whole chest cavity is like mushy, but he can still kind of like bite. So that's why, just so as you know, going back, that's why a shot to the brain seems like it would insta kill. No, because it also wasn't. It wasn't enough damage that, but it also was not an even number. It has to be kind of both. Anyway, just so you know. So that is all you cats. So you guys have 4 zombies around you because Sly was stuck on that other guy, which is now kind of on the ground. He's just lying down. So he kind of stands up, this thriller zombie. So you see that, Sly. I'm going to say the one... I'm going to give a freebie and say that the one that was biting, that's basically put to mush, is 1 round mushified. So he's just kind of like... but the other 3 are still good and ready, and they're going to attack. And because we're a fair bunch here, we're going to say 1 to 2 to Dex and 3 to 4 to Liam. So that's Dex. I'm just going to do all 3 right now. Dex and Liam. So 2 are going to attack Dex, 1 is going to attack Liam. Dex, the first one. Again, all these are going to be level 3.
Okie dokie. Level 3, I'm going to use 1 level of effort to raise myself off the ground. Oh, no, I can't do that. I'm going to use 1 level of effort to dodge. That's what I meant to do.
Okay. Just give me 6.
All right.
So 1 is good, and then you have another attack.
Natural 20!
Yeah, boy.
Bam.
Excellent. Okay, so you totally dodge it. And
Major effect.
yeah,
a major effect.
major effect.
A falls in an open grave.
Sure. I'm going to say you basically dodged him, and he put all of his weight into the attack, and he just fell forward into an open grave.
And it does
Perfect.
bonus damage, right?
That's not what he said. Sorry.
It does both.
Oh, darn it. He
it
falls
does
in an
it.
open grave, and it does 10 points of damage, and...
It'll do like
And I
I
get
wish
like
for more
20
wishes. I wish for more
points.
wishes.
it'll do less than like when he threw it off the roof, but it'll hurt it a bit.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, because you threw it off the roof, he fell into a grave. If I insta-killed one that fell into a grave, that'd be a little weird. And Mike, the one is in front of you, and he's going to attack you. So it's going to be, again, a demanding or less. 20 is an even number, but that is only when you are attacking and when you reduce their health to 0. This guy did not get reduced to 0. In fact, you haven't hit him yet. So. Who's that? 2 bashes with effort. No, you're just dodging right now. This is the zombie's turn. That's why the 20 also didn't matter all that much.
Mm-hmm. We're having a conversation.
Technical difficulties.
We're having a conversation in the thread about horrible movies.
Horrible.
Yeah, we got a movie called Zombievers, which I hadn't heard of.
Rubber.
Zombie strippers. We got Rubber Teeth.
Rubber's not terrible. It's just weird.
I heard good things about it.
No. 18.
18. Successful dodge. Very, very good. And I will give you the same minor effect benefit if you would like to choose that he will be intimidated by you the next round. You can't respond, so I'm going to say yes, because you took it last time.
So the
There
zombie
you
is
go.
intimidated by how agile you are?
Yes. So
Whoa, these humans can move.
the one behind you, the one that's kind of just pulp, has now kind of woken up. He won't attack this round, but so you have 1 in a grave that took a little bit of damage. You still have 2 on either side of you. You have 1 that's kind of nippy, and you have the thriller zombie over by you, Sly. Who's up first?
Ooh.
Go, Dex.
I'll go. Okay. So That one that's on the ground is probably not big of a threat. Then I'm going to go for one of the standing ones. I'm going to use Eviscerate. That it's not called. And natural 1!
Oh, God. Okay, so you go to eviscerate the one right in front of you, and you... Oh, man. I like the idea that you guys keep fucking hitting each other, and I picture Sly kind of being in, like up in the background past you, and he doesn't take any damage. And I don't really know what Eviscerate is, but I'm assuming it's a range attack.
Oh, God, yeah, it is.
Perfect. So Eviscerate literally goes through the zombie in the previous hit or something, and it's going to hit Sly.
Oh, shit.
For whatever damage it is. What, 2, 4?
8.
No, it's not.
Whoa.
It's 4 points of damage. 4 points of damage normally, but if the target you select is not native to the recursion where you attack it, its senses are overwhelmed on a successful attack. In addition to taking 4 points of damage, it cannot act on its next turn.
I love it! That is so good. So he takes 8 and he can't go on his turn?
Okay.
Well, is it 8 mental damage? Is it 8 mental damage?
Let's make it...
No, hold on. Is it 8 mental damage?
It is 8 points of... Well, it's normally against a creature, right? So it doesn't say if it's mental or what. I would say that it's an attack. We can do that, but maybe he gets to roll to dodge it or something, or like stave it off or something.
Okay. No.
Like an intellectual?
No, it's going to hit him for 8, because I think that's hilarious, and I'm jamming the game! You know what? You haven't taken any hit yet. He won't kill you, and I think it's perfect because you're not in this area, which I think
What kind of damage is it? Do we know?
Let's find that.
I would say you pick it's might, I would say.
Fundamental forces, it says.
What's that?
It says fundamental forces.
Basically, physics are buckling in on you.
Thank goodness, because if it was mental, I would be unconscious. Okay, so I can divide it between things, right?
Yes, you can split it up for however you want, but you also can't take your attack. You can't take your turn this turn.
All right, I will split it up then, for sure.
Which is good, because realistically, you're on top of you're actually the best one not to take your attack. Very, very, very interesting.
Boo.
All right, so I feel this force
Natural
push
one.
me, and I land on my back, and the only thing that goes through my head is Dex, you son of a bitch.
You don't know it was me!
It wasn't a zombie.
Okay, and I'm going to... Aisha is going to spend some XP, 5 XP, to heal Liam. So thank you, Aisha, for doing that.
Liam?
And I'm going to go ahead and... I'm going to put up the picture, too, where you can submit or spend... just so I'm looking in the same area, because that one I just happened to see per chance, and I don't want to do that again by accident. So let's see this. I think spend. Here we go. So I'm putting a new picture up. If you would like to spend XP, or if these guys want to beg for XP from you guys, please post under that. That's all where I'm going to be looking. So just check there, and I'm going to write even that Aisha spent 5 for...
Oh, yeah, right. So we got 5 from Aisha and 15 from Gabe, right?
Yep.
Perfect.
Perfect. Okay, so Liam, you can use that now if you'd like.
Yes, I would like to.
Perfect.
Thank you. Much appreciated. Interlude.
Fine.
Your mic's staying in. No, that's nice.
Because it wants the interlude. All right. As far as attacking, I am going to. I'm going to use some effort.
Okay.
And bash it. What I really want to do is, well, it's fine. Cool. I really want to just bash the one that's on the ground doing. But I guess the other ones are a little more threatening right now. So 17 and 7.
17 and
So
7.
one-
Okay, both hit, actually. And which two were you attacking?
I think the 17 does an extra 1 point of damage, I believe.
Okay.
And so I'll just do it on whatever one is standing near me.
Okay, so there is one in relatively full health that was standing between you guys, and the one that was biting your ankle, and there's another one. So sorry, you're taking the 17 at the person with the most health, you said?
They both are, yeah, because I'm thinking the one that's on the ground is dead again, right? Because I don't know, because it's pausing at the moment. So I would not see it as a threat necessarily. I would be wary of it because I saw that it got back up again.
Yes.
But I would just do the ones that seem more threatening at the moment.
Okay, so you smack the other two, which are relatively good health, and 2 points each, or are you doubling down on one?
I'm doubling down on one.
Perfect. Okay. So one is in the grave behind you too, by the way. So you're going to double down on one. Perfect. Okay. So you smack him on both shoulders, and you hear a crack, crack as both of his arms kind of just give out a little bit, and he snarls at you and lets out that sound, and you're like, what the fuck was that sound?
That is exactly what I'm saying, yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Sorry. What the fuck was that sound?
That's more like it.
No need for vulgarities, Liam.
It's so rude.
We can do this, says Dex, as he he wipes sweat from his brow from almost killing Sly.
Yeah.
You think I'm dead. I'm laying down on the... You don't know.
Oh, good.
I may be dead.
Well, out of sight, out of mind.
So, that was your turn, and the zombies attack. Now, again, Justin, one is in the grave behind you, and he kind of stands up, and that's about all you can do. The one on the ground beside you, Michael, does try to take a bite of you. Now, this time, while it's not a sweep, you are aware of it. And even so, it's easy. So I'm going to level it from its typical 3 to 2. You have a speed defense, so it's going to be a 3 or higher you need to beat.
Me?
No. There we go. So perfect. So you can hear a little clicking as something nips at your heels, but you can't quite feel it.
I'm going to river dance on its ass.
Yeah, that's right. You pull it up easy. The one in front of you that you just attacked is kind of bloodied, but he takes a swipe at you as well. So again, it's a level 3. Actually, sorry, let's roll on it. So 1 to 2 for Justin, 3 to 4 for Mike. So actually, you know what? He's going to attack Dex. So Dex, you're going to have to roll for that.
All right. Let's see. And I'm going to use a little bit of speed on this one. No. Oh, 19. Minor effect.
Nice.
So he falls in another grave. He falls on top of the other one. Oh, it's a minor, though. No, he can't do that. That's too major.
Yeah, no. Well, no, because he was attacking you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can fall in the grave. He won't take any damage if you want.
That's fine.
Okay.
So they're both prone in the grave. They kind of fall in. The other one's like getting up, and then the other one's like, and then they're like,
yeah. So now two are in the grave behind.
Close the lid.
Oh, good idea. I just grab a shovel and start like piling dirt on them as quickly as I can.
Okay. So and then there's one more in front of you, the one that I don't think either of you have hit yet, and he just swipes at who did I roll for? I haven't rolled it. Justin! Dex!
Yay!
Get another one in that grave, buddy.
All right, let's see if I can. All right, no effort this time. Still good, I think.
You're good. He goes to swipe, and you easily dodge it. I mean, they're zombies. They ain't hard. They're just strong for some reason. Perfect. Top of the pecking order. Sly, you kind of shake your head and open your eyes, and you're now back up in the action.
I will take this round to rest.
Okay.
5 seconds.
Actually, hold on. We did have Greg Bush offer aid as well. If you would like,
so
we
did
can.
Patrick LaFrance.
And so did Patrick LaFrance. I think there's a
thank you.
few.
Spent XP for Sly.
So let me take. I guess I have to take. Do I take both, or do I take
Let's
one?
take Patrick's for sure because he specifically said your name.
And then see if they still want to after they know they've brought me up.
Yes.
So
And
my.
Bob also is spending 15 XP in healing for spamming.
And he says negative. So I'm going to say that's not
Fair
true.
enough. All right, I'm gonna roll 1d6 plus my 2.
Oh, she's saying because Bob spammed it with a.
He's doing Scorbo references.
All right,
yeah.
I got 6 points, or 5 points. So I will put that into my speed. Cool. And then I guess I can attack, can I?
Yep.
All right. So I stand up. And
Yeah, I'm going to say community stuff is free the same way like an intrusion is free. You can't argue it. You can spend their XP for free too.
Okay. Cool. So then I will shoot at the nearest one, the one who's swiping at Dex.
Thanks,
Okay.
buddy.
Yeah.
Don't get a 1.
Don't get a
You know
1.
how that ends.
I didn't say to lower it by 2. My bad. So.
You know what? That's fine because you still hit him.
Okay.
The one that is swiping at Dex, the strongest one, or the one that's already been hit?
The strongest one.
Oh, right, because one's now at the grave. That's right. Okay, and how much damage is that for? 6?
6.
Perfect. And yeah, it sinks right into the back of it, and you hear again, "Oh," and it sounds like a sneeze. "Oh." And there you go. Dex, Liam, you two can go.
All right. Seeing an arrow stick out of the one in front of me, I quickly use Exception on him.
Okay. No, you can't. Because if you fail, something about if you do something with exception,
I can't use that aspect of it. So I can't on someone again. But I
non-hit creature normally can be affected by his versus person. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, you're right. So if you accidentally hit Sly again, he doesn't get hit for anything.
He doesn't get that.
It was a one-time thing.
All right, and I'm going to use some effort on this.
Okay.
And I've also got a skill in Exception, so this is bringing it down 2 levels. Right?
But you have 2 edge?
No, yeah, I've got 2 edge.
Or sorry, 2 effort?
No, just 1 effort. But I've got a skill in Exception.
Right. I see what you're saying. Yep, okay.
All right, so that is going to bring me down to 8, and then I'm going to roll. Hey, that's good, I did that.
Success. So you fire at the one that has the arrow sticking out of it, you said?
Yes.
Perfect. And how much damage did you use? 4?
4.
Perfect. So you fire, you see his body rise with this energy, and he kind of blinks for a second. And continues growling at you.
And that was an even number, too.
C'est la vie. And Liam.
Yes.
What would you like
So
to
at this
do?
point, I'm going to hit, again, stomp the one on the ground and then bash the one standing in front of me.
Perfect.
I'm going to go for the one on the ground first.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so you you bash it. This time you really take a second. You look like, all right, and you don't even really stomp. You just kind of like squeeze, and under your foot you can hear the cracking of the skull, and the brain just kind of leaks out like silly putty from its eye sockets, and it is dead, 1,000% dead.
Okay.
And you look down at it, and you're like, fuck you.
Wipe your shoe off on a rock.
Exactly. And what do you want to do as your major action?
Well, actually, what I'd like to do is just use that to get myself into a better position so that I can then kick this zombie into the same grave as the other two.
You can do that, or I will allow you to do another attack. So it'd be a total of 3.
Ooh. Ooh. What do you think, guys?
Do it. Go for it. That's 3 attacks, man.
All right. I will go 2 attacks on the one that's standing then.
Because my logic is you used your foot for the first guy, and really you stepped on him. So now you go pop, pop.
Yep.
All right,
Sounds
so 2 attacks on the guy standing in front of Justin. Go for it.
Yeah.
9 and 7.
Oh. So he crumbles to the ground, and maybe he's dead.
Yeah. Yeah, again, not trusting it. Not trusting it, but happy that it's down, but not trusting it because apparently you need to quadruple tap.
Yeah. Okay, so the 2 zombies behind you are the only 2 left, maybe, and they start climbing up. One of them tries getting up, and I'll say he stands on the edge of the grave, because I was also thinking, man, if you guys had a grenade, just throwing it in that grave would be so cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he stands up on the edge of the grave, and he can't really do anything else, and the other one's, like, at the bottom. Oh, and the thriller guy, is now, like, because he basically had a free turn when you were knocked out, then you stood up and you healed and attacked, so he had another turn. I'm going to say he's probably standing behind you. Yeah, he's not going to attack, but he's behind you again.
Okay.
Well, because realistically, you threw him off. He had basically 3 turns to get back up to the top.
Yep.
Which ain't that hard. So, but he's not attacking. That's what he's doing. So there you go. Now it's back up to you guys.
Okay, then I'm going to rub my hands together and then move out of the way of the zombies that are crawling. So that they can't just swipe at me again. I'm just going to move.
Yeah. Just move out of the way.
They're not going to do that.
You just walk away. Easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Walk away.
Liam?
I'm going to just, like, jump onto the one that's on the ground twice.
Okay, perfect.
Knee drop.
Yeah. Well, 18 sounds like an even number.
Oh, yes, it does.
Yeah, so you jump on it once, and under your butt you feel that same squishy thing.
And I'm not sure why the other one didn't roll, but I would still, again, do this. All right, and a 16. I would still do, as I said, still do it twice just to be like, yeah!
Double tap.
Double tap.
Okay.
And then scrape my feet off. Yep, that's gross.
Okay. Perfect.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Turning around and seeing the one that's there, I will take a shot at him.
So you're about to. Bob wants to do an intrusion. So he originally said the one on that you just killed, but I guess the delay. So it's going to be this one. And something about it must have, like, you must have triggered some...
Wait, he wanted to do it on which one that he killed?
The one that you just squished, Liam.
So was the intrusion on me or on Liam?
It was on a zombie. So I'm going to, and because it's your turn, we're just going to put it on you. And you can do it. You're strong. You're the strongest. And it's I think more yeah. So this zombie gets up and he tears off his jacket, really pissed off. This is the thriller zombie that gave at it too. And he calls up to this guy, whoa, and it like echoes. And for whatever reason, as it does, you see its muscles start like growing bigger. Think Bane, like, and like popping and getting stronger.
Yep.
And now before you is a 3 times the size, Bane-sized zombie, and he just breathes at you. And I won't even make him attack. I'll just say that's what happened.
So I'm going to shoot and run. So I'll do the fleet of foot. I'll shoot at them and run towards them.
Okay.
So here's for the fleet of foot.
Thank you, Bob, for the I'm sure Chris thanks you.
Yeah, I will give my XP to Justin this time.
Hey!
All right, here's my roll for the fleet of foot. Success. Here's my roll for my shot, with lowered by 2 tiers.
You're lowering it by 2. How much might do you have left? Weren't you like almost dead?
It's 1 point per thing, so it's not might, it's speed. And I'm lowering it by 1 each time, so I'm back at 9. Remember I was healed last time?
Oh yeah, but I thought you only healed 4 points.
No, I healed 5 because you get 1 per tier, also.
Right. Okay.
All right. So here's my roll, and it's a fail.
Okay, but that was your attack anyway.
Oh, but if it's lowered by 2 tiers, then it's success, is it not?
No, that's still a fail.
Oh.
Because it's sure. Okay, we'll say it hits. Well, because I guess it's a different.
Did his level change when he gained up? Who knows?
Easier to hit because now he's like the broad side of the barn.
Yeah, well, that's my logic, right? He's bigger now, so if anything, it's an easier target.
All right, so 6 points of damage.
Yes. Although I probably should give him like armor, but we'll say sure. We'll say 6. Okay, perfect.
And I run towards them, going, "Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!"
Okay, so you jump down the thing. It's not high, so you don't take damage. That's why when you threw him off, he didn't take damage. And as you run away, he goes, "Thriller, thrill the night," because it's still the Thriller zombie. And okay, so Dex, you've backed away, and now like Sly is running towards you because you heard this bellowing. Liam, you didn't actually move. You're sitting down, squished on this thing, and the other zombie did get out of the grave, so he's actually still in your attack range because he got out. So he's gonna take a swipe at you, and I'll say it was this guy. And so it's going to be a level 3 attack.
Oh,
that is not good.
No. So he takes a swipe at you and he hits you for 3 damage.
Alrighty. Ouch.
Ouch. Nice. All right. I'll let the zombies go, but we've got some more. Looks like we got another request for healing.
Yeah, I can't tell now.
Kenneth Violent wants to spend experience, I believe, on me.
On you. This is now like an ego thing. No, he wants that on me.
It's my XP. It's my XP.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Yes, Kenneth's spending it on you. He's making that very clear. Okay, Kenneth, so you can spend 5 XP on him.
Thank you, Kenneth. 1d6 plus tier?
Yes, I think that's what we're going with.
I think I'm still tier 1, so. A hearty 3 health points back to me. Hearty. There we go. Good. Good to go. What are the other zombies doing?
So that one attacked. The other one is still trying to get up, and the Thriller zombie jumps off that same roof, following Sly. Think of the tank from Left 4 Dead. That's basically what we're looking at.
Yeah, that's what I'm picturing.
And he starts basically running. Yeah, and he's just.
I'm just going. Yeah. Get in the grave! Get in the grave!
Yeah.
That's the worst place to be, actually.
And that's them. So what are you guys gonna do?
I'm gonna use Exception on the big guy.
Okay.
Pow. I'm not gonna use Effort. I'm just gonna go for it. Oh, I should have used Effort.
For it.
Oh wait, but it's down 1 tier.
Yeah.
No.
What did you hit it with last time?
Me?
Yeah.
I didn't.
With 9.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
With a 9.
With a 9?
Well, that was a 3. I hit it with a 3.
I let you hit
right,
it.
yeah, because it was down 2 tiers.
That was stupid. What the hell? That legendary with a 3. I care too much.
Level 3 character, I would only need a 3 after 2 tiers.
Yeah.
You're only tier 1, man.
What are you talking about? I'm only tier 1.
You're tier 1. Have you already gotten up to tier 2?
I didn't raise my tier.
No, he's saying that enemy is a level.
Gotcha.
3.
Oh, okay. I was like, wow, who's feeding you XP? Are you feeding Chris XP on the side?
I'm
Yeah,
almost
right.
I'm almost tier 2 because don't you?
If anything, I'm going to take
12
XP
points?
away. Okay, Justin, I'm going to say that succeeds then. Because I let a 3 fucking succeed.
A 3 only works because I lowered it by 2 steps. He's only lowered by 1 step, so only a 9.
Yeah, but still, the reason I let it succeed was that he's bigger target, therefore he's a level 2, is my logic. It is a target. So
All
there
right.
you go.
I do 4 damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you know what? Okay, here's a bit of a stretch, but I was thinking about this before. You do an additional 4 points of damage for a non-recursion creature.
Yeah.
While the zombie is 1000% native to this, the fact that he was introduced through an intrusion by Gabe as a thriller zombie, I'm going to say breaks the meta rules of the recursion and actually makes him a totally separate. So I'm going to say it's actually 8 damage.
Nice.
Sweet.
And I don't think that's unfair. I think that actually makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Because
down.
it does.
I'm
You're
down.
basically placed in through God's will or the narrator, or however you want to say it.
Through a crack.
So,
It's not supposed to be here.
Well, Mr. Megalomaniac.
hey, Gabe did it, so it's God. It's Gabe God. I'm Gabe God.
Through the narrator, or God.
All right, Liam.
All right.
Or
I
what's
am
your-
going to look at these zombies crawling out of the grave now and just be like, and I can't do anything but use a round to heal at this point. I'm just like so exhausted. I'm just like, oh god, not more. And that's
There are a
all
lot
I'm
of
doing.
people throwing out healing stuff. Is anyone else
Is there?
willing to throw out healing? I can't tell because I have the spend XP thread, and then it's just got spammed with everything else. I don't know. I think Greg did. Yeah, he said I. So you know what, Greg? We're going to take that 5 XP and we're going to give it to you. Well, I don't care. What do you think?
All right. I will take it.
Okay, taking Greg. Thank you, Greg.
I was down to 1 minute.
And Kenneth.
And Kenneth. Thank you, Kenneth.
I appreciate it very much. Okay, having caught my breath, I run in, trying to push them back into the grave,
Okay. So you run in. Give it a tap.
bashing all the way, missing one and completely clubbing the other.
Yeah, so you miss one, and yeah, you totally annihilate the other. And I'm going to say, as a major action, you basically knock the one so hard that he falls right on top of the other one and crushes him
Excellent.
to
At
death.
Oh, yeah.
At that point, I would try my best to close the coffin lid.
It's an open grave. There's no coffin, but
Oh,
you can
okay.
tell they're dead. Put it this way, and just so you know, the guy you knocked had 1 health, and the guy in the grave had 4 health. I'm going to say between the two of those, on a natural 20, you killed them both.
You're a lovely, lovely human being. You're like
No,
a
I
god
think I
right
didn't
here.
do it. I think that was deserved. I think it was enough damage.
Okay.
So they're
and
dead.
now, at that point, I will just fall to my knees, sticks in hand, because there aren't any more zombies, right?
Only the giant tank.
Okay. But I don't think I've seen him yet.
No, you definitely see him because he like echoed into the night. He was like,
Alright. But I will still take that moment to fall on my knees and just be like, oh god. Okay.
Almost there. Almost there.
Almost there. Almost there.
All right.
Okay.
Whose turn is it now?
Now it's either one of you two's.
Okay, Sly. You're running.
Yeah, I want him to keep following me, so I will insult a zombie as best I could. You look really living, actually. You look really good in health, and I shoot back at him and run around.
With zombies, you want to make your brain seem as appealing as possible.
Wait, you want to insult it, shoot it, and then run?
Yeah, I feel like I could run and insult at the same time.
Okay. Well, if you're gonna attack and run, then do your fleet of foot for sure.
Yeah. Success.
Success? Perfect. Okay, so you can insult while you run, and then you can attack.
Attack. I don't know.
11? Yes, that hits.
So
6 damage?
6 points of damage.
All right. Let's see where we're at.
Ding,
You know what? Fuck it. You hit him in the head.
These ones
You hit him in the head, and the arrow sinks through his eye, out the back of his skull, and in a bellowing, he falls over. Wait, that wasn't even an even number, was it? Fuck it, it's dead.
No, he's not from this world. It counts.
It's not from this world. It is dead. You kill the tank zombie. You stand in the graveyard, and as you are looking around at the carnage that you have ensued after looking around, you hear something. A whimpering, almost. And you spin around, Liam, a bit past the empty graves, and you see a small figure cowering look up from around a gravestone. Oh my God, you killed them all! You ended all their lives! And he stands up, and you see a man in what looks to be a white lab coat, and all scuffed and dirty, and he's got dirt on his hands and fingernails, kind of walk out. How did you do that?
You didn't.
You weren't paying attention?
For that?
I've never seen anyone kill something undead.
Well, you have to understand, we're more than we appear, for we are gods among mortals. Now, come with me. Who are you?
I can relate to that. My name is Dr. Frankenstein, and I'm also scouring this graveyard to create something otherworldly. You say you are a god. I also see myself as a god. Interesting. I could use your help, if you'd be so kind. And we're going to end it there! Thank you all for being here with us on this Wednesday night for Spooky Theater. We had such a blast. Thank you guys so much for your Cipher ideas this week. A lot of creative stuff. They're going to find some ciphers on these bodies, don't worry. And thanks to these guys for playing. Thank you again, the community. You guys were really active tonight and very funny. I always enjoy hearing you. Perfect idea. And again, perfect if you want to message me with GM intrusions and things like that. So feel free to do that next week as well. Have yourself a wonderful night, guys. Have yourself a wonderful weekend. Is there anything else anyone else wants to say?
Thank you to all the help as well for healing us, because I was, at that one point, I was down to one might.
That's right. Yeah, these guys needed it. So, well done. Yeah. Have a fantastic night, guys. That is all from us. And as Chris always likes to say,
see you around the table.
See you around the table, guys. Good night.